I am out of shampoo, conditioner, everything. I don't even have a razor to shave with. I have no face wash. I have nothing. Let's go in this Dollar General. I think I've got $30 Cash App card left over from yesterday because we spent, what, 30? Here, let me just look. Damn it. You know what? I ain't got no internet service on this phone. Shit. Can't look. All right, screw it. I'm just taking my whole bag in because I'm tired. I cannot sleep. I need to be sleeping for tonight so that I don't feel like ass at work. I look like ass. I'm going to this. First of all, this paper straw. My straw needs a Viagra, okay? This is not okay. Why do y'all... Not okay. All right. Let me lock my lockbox back so I don't get robbed when I'm in here. I ain't got nothing to take in. It was a fucking $200 computer. Thanks for wasting my time by breaking my window. I'm actually surprised that my car has not been broken into yet. All right. Unplug that shit and let's go. Dollar General, Dollar General. I wish I could sleep. I ain't got no soap. I can't wash my ass if I wanted to. Your girl ain't got no soap. So let's go up in here and get some soap with what little money we got left. I got about 40 bucks. Where's my keys? I'm gonna try to keep it under $10. Keep it under 10 bucks. I usually get my favorite shampoo for $5. I got deodorant the other day. I don't know where it's at now. I guess I done lost it. I don't know why certain people don't like the Dollar Tree and Dollar Store. I've dated several people that wouldn't even come into one of these stores. The Family Dollars, though, are shutting down this year. They're going out of business. I am not bougie. I love to ball on a budget. Love to ball on a budget. All right, let's see here. I kind of don't have a lot of food in the truck. Or drinks for work. Damn, I need a buggy. Shit. Oh, it's under $10, right? And then you get in here and you're like, damn, I'm out of this, I'm out of that. I need everything. Oh, this is cool. I've never even seen one of these. It says it accepts cracked screens, no power. We accept phones in all conditions. You got some old phones, you can make you a little lick. That's cool. I've got I keep my phones. I've got a stack of phones from 2000. One of my first phones that was an iPhone, it was like the first edition. I've still got that. iPhone 6. I've got a stack of them. They're in storage, of course, but I keep my phones. I don't never get rid of that stuff because it's got pictures and information. It's so crazy to go back and look at that stuff and see where you were mentally. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I like to go back and look at all of that stuff. So I actually have noodles, but I didn't even find out if they had a microwave yesterday. Of course not. I also have beans and crackers. One of my favorite meals. I love beans. Beans are good for you. I look like shit, y'all. I don't even want to talk about it. All right, let's go find maybe some applesauce. I don't see anything I want to eat, but I haven't been able to eat like that either. So let's just do cleaning supplies. Oh, I will grab some Gatorades. This is getting ridiculous. 3 for $5. Well, hell, at the gas station, they were how much? Do y'all remember? Fidgeting midget. You're so funny. I'm dying right now. Them truck Bean's gonna have that truck stinking. Oh, you ain't never lied. Beans will make you gassy. Yes, true. But that's why they're good too, because they're fiber and it comes from the earth, so it's good for you. They're full of protein. Oh, I see some clearance. I actually don't need a conditioner. I think that's one of the few things I have a little bit of is conditioner. I need body wash. And you know, the great thing about this place is that they have a little bit of everything. Sponsor me, Dollar General. The Dollar General, they got a little bit of everything. So if you in a squeeze and need a sports bra, boom, Dollar General, $5. $5. And you know what? One of my favorite bras is actually from here. It has cups. It's this one. This bra, this exact bra. It makes your boobs look so good in a shirt. It just perks them boobs right on up. I have this exact one. It's a great bra. It's actually really great for working out too. So, yeah, you don't have to be bougie. I also need ibuprofen because, of course, I've got a migraine per usual. I swear, if I didn't... I've got Excedrin. I got to stop taking that stuff, y'all. I took so many of those yesterday that I had heartburn all day. Like, when I say that I was sipping on water and, like, the indigestion, I could feel it creeping up my throat. The acidity, like the bile, it's coming from the Excedrin. But that's my energy, so also need some Pepto or something because, like I said, my stomach's been on fire. I'm gonna do the Ultra Relief for $3. Look at that price difference. Why would I buy this when this is the same thing? Let's see if it's the same thing. Let's look in the ingredients. So 525 milligrams of, yeah, I'll never be able to say that. And this one has 525 milligrams of the same thing. So it's the same product, same milligram, different bottle. And that one is bigger, but still you're really paying. Even the small one is $6 though. It's still a $3 price difference. And it's the same product. So I need ibuprofen. This is ridiculous. Look at these prices. All the good, that's what I want right there. Oh, is that 50? Yes, 50. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. My anxiety, y'all. My throat's closing up. Oh, is this stuff on sale? Yeah, it is. I wonder what that smells like. Delicious. I don't need any stuff like that, but I do need... This stuff is amazing, by the way. This brand has been classic since the 30s, obviously. And love this stuff. I'm wondering if that's on sale. If that's on sale, that's something you would want to buy. I've got their shimmer powder. It's a highlighter for the cheeks. That's the highlighter I use, and it's the Airspun brand. My mama, bless her soul, God rest her soul, that's what she wore for years. That's all I ever saw. She had a big old container on the back of the toilet. So let's find... So I typically have an issue with dandruff like a few times a year. I haven't had that issue lately. I'm wondering if it's because I haven't been washing my hair in hard water. The water that you use definitely impacts your hair. I'm just going to grab something cheap. It doesn't have to be bougie. I don't see the brand that I like. Oh, here it is. There it is. And when I tell you that I use this as body wash and everything, it smells so good. A bottle usually lasts me a month. I can use hair, face wash. I use it for everything. I was trying to read the ingredients. Yeah, I don't really see anything that... I mean, you know, this stuff ain't great for you, but, you know, that's what I use. And it's actually 50 cents more here, but it's okay. So I got that for body. And I love men's body wash. Actually, I normally get men's stuff, but look how expensive that is. It's just better for me to get something, with me living like I'm living, something that's kind of like a 3-in-1. God, don't get me started. Because I know that's bad. But it's just easier for me being on the road. And, you know, that gym bag gets so heavy when you start weighing it down with products. When I first moved into my car, I had tons of bath products, and it's taken about a year to go through them. This is the first time I've ran out of body wash and stuff. So let's see. I was looking for this hairspray that I used in high school. I don't even see it. It's called Pump It Up. I don't think they make it anymore, y'all. When I tell you that that stuff is like Gorilla Glue for your hair, it smells so weird, though. Every time I smell it, like, it takes me back to high school. I was looking for it. So I should probably get some face wash since my face is breaking out. I would love to get the Neutrogena bar. However, I have no way to keep that. And those little soap carriers are annoying. Like, I'm probably just going to do this. Let's look at the ingredients. I'm pretty sure these are the same thing. Let's see here. So, salicylic acid. I'm not saying that right. And then this is... this doesn't even have the salicylic acid in it, which is what you want. You want the... How much is this, though? Studio Collection... I want more of a, sorry I'm breathing so hard, y'all. I want more of a wash. There we go. Yeah, and that's got this, I can't say it, the acid in it. That's what we're looking for. Now that's $4, which is still kind of expensive. It used to be like $2. I'm putting it in there. Now I have tried their skin before. I don't like this product. I don't like this brand at all. Everything that I've bought from that skincare line is trash. Micellar water, I usually find it at the Dollar General. Here for $1. As you can see, these are expensive. Now, the micellar water that I have, it's that brand. But I've had it for like 8 months. I got it from Eden, North Carolina. Every other Dollar General I've been to, I ain't been able to find it for that price. So it must just be at that Dollar General from my hometown. Also, these are typically $1, and they're $2 here. This is literally some of the best face cream. 10 out of 10, honey. And they got different ones. My favorite one is the red one. I mean, it just plumps your skin up and makes it look so juicy. It's crazy how much people spend on skincare when you could get the same product, if not better. Ooh, here we go. Yes, this is right up my alley. So this, like, that's crazy, though. If it was $1, I'd be like, okay. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. So I got Gatorade, Pepto-Bismol, shampoo, ibuprofen. This is stressing me out. I've got laundry detergent. Toothpaste. I'm completely out. Or maybe have one more brush. Like, one more brush left in the tube. I want to try some sensitive stuff, I guess. I don't know. I don't even see my toothpaste. Mine's all red in a dark burgundy package. They don't even have it. The next best thing is the Crest 3D White. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well get the Sensodyne for $5 because that's better. Shit. Why does everything got to be so expensive? I'm not spending $4 on that. Let's go see what they got over here. Oh, here we go. Boop, boop, boop. $1. Uno, uno, uno. And it's the good stuff, too. Sweet. Okay. That'll last me for the next couple of weeks. I usually go through, like, one of those tubes a month. I'm thinking. All right. They even have home decor. And you guys, some of my blankets, my pink blanket that I have in the truck, I bought from here. What else? All of my organizers I've pretty much bought from here. You have to look, but they do have cute stuff. Like, how adorable. Perfect for, like, a blanket or something, or some shoes for the front door. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I love that. So, in my old house, I had a whole reading nook of nothing but these hanging with rope from the sky. It was so pretty. It was in my bedroom. I had like 10 of those hanging from the ceiling with rope and the little lights. This was like 10 years ago, before country aesthetic was in. I find it humorous that it's so in now because it's been my style my whole life. This country aesthetic. All of this is. Look at that. Yeah, that belongs in some Barbara Ann's house. Definitely. I love it, though. I'm glad that my style is in. My white cowboy boots and my bell bottoms. And all of my Carhartt. Oh, they got Dolly Parton. Shut the front door. Oh, my God. Look how cute this is. I could beat the hell out of somebody with that. Dolly Parton. How adorable. Dolly done got her a Dollar General contract. I hear that, Dolly. Let's see what her CD has on it. Hold on, I'm about to break something. Of course I am. All right. I love the little apples. How cute. I'm more of a lemon girl myself in the kitchen, but the apples are cute too. Dolly, can y'all believe she's like 80 years old? How old is Dolly? We'll have to Google that because she's getting up there. I'm trying to see. Oh, this is like a new album. Okay, Dolly. Dang, she's still making music too. Oh, these are adorable. If it wasn't glass and that was plastic, you could magnet that. Put a magnet on it and magnet it to something in your car. But it's glass, so you gotta be careful with that. Going down the road, stuff will start flying. Every time I get in the car and drive, there's always something moving. I'm like, Jesus Christ. What's being broke back there from my driving? Watch out. I'm hell on wheels. I don't really see anything I want to eat. Maybe I can get some yogurt. If they have a yogurt, I'll grab yogurt. Yeah, one thing's for sure. Every time you come in here, you're going to barely be able to get down half these aisles, and it's going to be a damn wreck. But, honey, you're getting your groceries half off. Be grateful. Hell, more than half off. Sometimes I can get stuff up to 80% off in these places. I do not care. Sometimes you got to do a little digging to find that diamond in the rough, you know? I do like those cheese things, but I'm not paying $2 for that. I also like that they sell them individually because Walmart doesn't. You have to buy a 3-pack. All right, let's find some yogurt. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Peachy. It's full of sugar, but it's okay. We're on a bulk. All right, do I want some milk? I kind of do, but I'm not paying those milk prices. Jesus Christ, milk has gotten expensive. Orange juice, too. Jeez Louise. All right, I think this is it, folks, because... And I'm going to be mad when I get to work and I ain't got nothing to eat. I might just, you know what I should do? I should go to Subway on my way to work and get me one of them big old footlongs so that I have something to eat. Need to. So that I make sure that I have food. Because I've been kind of slacking. Oh, look. Hey. Yeah, I don't like this brand either. I've tried it and I don't like it. Those are, Luscious Curls. I bet that smells good. That bubble gum disintegrates in your mouth. It's got caffeine in it, but it breaks into pieces when it's got a single shot of espresso in it, 60 milligrams of caffeine. I mean, it's good and it will jack you up when you need it, but it disintegrates in your mouth. What is this? Oh, they're metal boxes. That's great for the car. I wonder how. $7.20. Oh, you could use that to put a key under your car. Sweet. Medicine, keys, valuables, and more. That's actually really cool. That would be great for somebody like in my situation. Is this a smaller one? Oh no, it's just a keychain thingy-madoodle. If it was like $2, I would buy it. Because I actually could use that in certain situations. Ooh. Heartburn. Yes. I wonder how much these are. More heartburn medicine. I can never have enough. My gut be on fire. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing today?
Good. Can you tell me how much those are? If they're like $2, $3, I want them. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I need to make a deposit too. It's been a minute. Sorry. Awesome. There you go. Thank you. Made that easy for me. So it was $24 and some change, and it's probably a lot cheaper than it would have been at Walmart. Probably would have cost me about $30 over there. Thank you. You have a great one. Hey, you can't beat those prices, y'all. I'm telling you. If you're living on a fixed income or something and you haven't tried these retail cheaper stores like the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General, I would recommend trying it. You're surprised at what you found and find. I mean, they got rices, everything from rice to pizza, damn crust to damn everything. And they do carry a lot of brands that you're gonna see in, big bars. So, oh my God, it's hot. He's taking me home. He's taking me home. Yo, there's this man in the parking lot behind me, y'all, that's obviously homeless. God. Every time I see people like that, it just upsets me. I understand why rich people don't want them in their neighborhood, because I understand how, they must feel. Well, I like to imagine that that's why the rich people don't want me in their neighborhood, because it makes them sick to see me hurting. But in reality, they don't give a fuck. But when I see people out here struggling, I wish that I could give them the world. I mean, fuck, at least a place to shower and sleep and cook their food. There's this guy that I follow on here. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. It really upsets me. Sorry, I'm trying to charge my phone. There, I got it plugged up. There's this guy that I follow on social media that is doing this badass project, you guys. It's so fucking cool. He's from, I think, Arizona. He's out in the middle of the desert. He bought a lot of land, not even really a lot. And from the way he explained it from his social media account, he really got lucky with this whole project. And it kind of spiraled into this amazing thing. He's building these communal houses. People will have their own space. They'll be kind of bunking together, and like you'll have a roommate, but there's like a shared kitchen space, and it's kind of like a halfway house, but he's gonna have homeless people living in these houses. You know what's else? So let me finish this. Sorry. He is planning to home all of these people in 2 different houses. Then the community started stepping up, donating all kinds of these large box containers, these like park houses or whatever they're called. It's a really amazing thing. It's a really amazing thing. And dude, his channel, if I can find it, I'll show you guys one day, because it's really fucking amazing that he's using this opportunity to help other people. Absolutely amazing. And I lost what I was going to say. I interrupted myself because I was going to say something and I lost what I was going to say. Should have said it. Let's go to this McDonald's. Gotta use the bathroom. A lot of these McDonald's are getting to where if you're not a paying customer, you can't use the bathroom. They have locked doors. The past 2 McDonald's that I walked into, the bathroom door is locked. They had to buzz a button from behind the cash register. Shit, what was I gonna say? Homeless guy helping other homeless people in. It was so important. My memory is so bad. It was so important. I should have just said it. See, one of the reasons I speak so fast is because my thoughts disappear that quick. I gotta get it out before I forget what I'm saying, honey. Alright? I'm being dead ass too. Talk about him, walk upstairs moment. Oh, something about veterans. He's helping a lot of veterans, but bro, what was it? He's planning to house homeless veterans on his property as well. Oh, the social experiment. Y'all, they did this social experiment. We'll have to look this up and talk about this. But they did this social experiment where they gave homeless people $12,000. They gave family. One of the couples that they interviewed was a man and his wife who were struggling with homelessness. Y'all know what I mean. And they gave them 12 grand. And the experiment was to see what these homeless people would do. Would they go blow it on drugs and alcohol, which is what most experts assumed that they would do. They figured that they would go blow it and, you know, be out of money the next day. And that's actually not what happened. What happened was these people ended up using the money to better their situation, better their life, get their feet grounded on the ground, you know, get their roots growing. And they used the money to pay bills. They used the money to buy themselves a car so that they could get to work. They used the money to fix all of the problems that they were having in their lives because they were able to do that with the money that was given. Sorry, there's a cop right in front of me looking at me, and I'm trying to, the sign said, only right turn on red when you come to a complete stop. Like, I ain't even never seen that sign before. Like, y'all just making up all kinds of new damn traffic signs out here nowadays. Yes, I was dumbstruck. I was like, I ain't never seen that. I don't know what to do. Like, I need to back in here. See if I got some Wi-Fi. Please, Lord, let them have Wi-Fi. I command Wi-Fi. So they did this social experiment. They gave all of these homeless people money. And these people did not spend it on drugs and alcohol. These people did not waste it. They didn't give it away. They used it to better their lives and fix bad situations that they were in. I think one guy, a bunch of fines he had to pay off in order to obtain his license. Being able to pay those fines off and being able to obtain his license, and then also being able to get a car, a little fucking beater for $3 grand. That allowed him to be able to work and be able to then support himself and stand on his own 2 feet. So this social experiment, we'll have to look into that. Let me see if I have Wi-Fi. It's very interesting. The statistics showed that 3/4 of the people actually used the $12,000 to go towards bettering their situation. They used it in a positive manner. And it's just crazy. I mean, most of them used it surviving. Getting a leg up. Ain't that what they call it? I need to brush my teeth so bad. We're going to do that. There's no wire. Fuck. I don't understand. It's not even like showing up. What the frick? No. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's me. It's the operator. Go figure. Go figure. All right. We like swimwear. Let me put you guys, here, let me change your diaper. I love when things start to go great. I love when things start to go great. All right. Let's talk about, let me get comfortable. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm going to go shower before work. I'm not going in until like 7 or 8. I'm going to try to get a nap. I'm intentionally not drinking caffeine right now so that I can try to take a nap. I need to, because look at me. We are not drinking tonight. We are going to be from drinking again. I think that, I do get nervous more than I realize, and I realized that yesterday. I feel really uncomfortable around people that I can, y'all, I don't know how I can do it, but I can tell people's character by just feeling the energy. I can Sometimes if people are evil enough, I can see their evil from across the room. Like I can feel the evil radiating of them. And in these environments, once again, let me remind you, it is not the most safest environment. I am dealing with the worst of the worst. It's scary. It's definitely scary. I don't know, but then I meet the one guy that I danced for last night. He was incredible. He was so nice. Like, you know, the difference between a man and a boy is I walked up to 15, 20 boys yesterday, and they were rude. They were condescending. They made, you know, smart remarks about my appearance and like that. And those are boys. And then I have an interaction with a man who I actually had a great conversation with. He got several dances from me. We had a connection. He was cool. And that's a sign of a man. And not only was he cool, but he was lifting me up as we were having these discussions. Everything was positive. Everything that he said to me was encouraging me to reach for my goals. That's the difference between a boy and a man. And more often than not, you're going to run into a lot of grown-ass men, you know, that act like little boys in these places. And the women's are not any better. And I'm not saying that I'm any better. I'm just saying that it is hard for me to deal with it emotionally, mentally, because it drains me. It drains me. It drains the fucking life out of me. It's literally killing me. Look at me yesterday before I walked in that fucking place, and look at me now and tell me that it's not killing me. It's killing me, and it has been for years, and that's why I've been trying to get away from it. But I don't know what's going to happen anymore. I feel like there's so much uncertainty in my life right now, and it has me extremely stressed. And that is probably a result back to alcohol, because I'm an addict. I hate alcohol once again. But there's a lot of failed attempts to not drink on my part, you know. There's a lot of social pressure. And once again, I literally had a girl look in the face in the bathroom and say, "Are you the police?" Bitch, no. No, bitch. They hung me up on false charges and ruined my life and had me convicted of crimes that I did not commit. Beat the hell out of me in a holding cell. No, bitch, I am not on their team. I'm the furthest thing from, you know, undercover law enforcement for a titty bar. What you're doing is none of my fucking concern. And matter of fact, let's go take a fucking shot. like, you know, you got to break the ice with these girls too. That's another thing. And I will say that it is a positive thing if you walk into these clubs and these girls are smiling and waving and being nice to you. You need to be grateful and smile and wave back, bitch. Life is too short to be bitter all the time. You can be bitter at home on your couch eating Cheeto Puffs, but don't come to work and be rude to these girls that are nice. You know, a lot of girls are mean because they've been treated like shit by other girls in the industry, and it starts a vicious cycle of just bitches everywhere. They all look like they smelt a bad sniff of something, you know, that's just resting bitch face. And there's no place for that anymore. And I'm glad that the club that I'm working at, all of the girls are nice. That bartender texted me yesterday and was like, "Hey, are you going to work tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah, girl, I plan on it." Like, that is what you need in this community. We only have each other in here, us girls. We have to look out for each other. In my opinion, you need to be able to rely on your sisters in the club, because you'll never be able to rely on these men. That's a fact. So you need to be able to rely on yourself and know that you're safe in your environment, and there is no reason to be bitter and catty. There's always going to be somebody that is prettier than you, smarter than you, got more money than you. You know, you just got to learn to be happy with you. And I wish that some of the girls that I've met in the past, I wish that I could say this to their face. Because they seriously have attitude problems. And when you go into these clubs and all of these girls are stuck up and all in bad moods, it kills the vibe. It does. It kills the vibe. It's so much fun when everybody gets along and all of the girls are, you know, close to friends as close as possible. You know, you definitely don't want to be giving these girls rides. You don't want to be involving yourself with these girls on the outside. But while you're there, be a good friend as best as that, you know, you can be without doing anything illegal. But at the end of the day, it's just easier to get along, and I'm so grateful that all of these girls have been so nice and welcoming. I mean, you know, there's certain places that I've been where it was bad from go. One of those places was in Virginia when we were up there a couple of weeks. I told you guys, I said, everybody has a fucking attitude. Everybody's stressed out. All of the managers are always cussing and throwing things. Like, it was bad from go. So that told me all I needed to know. Like, it's just going to continue to be bad if it's bad like that from the start. I feel like, there we go. I'm all bruised from the pole yesterday. So let's just pick up where we were. I just wanted to bring y'all the actual facts. By the way, I filled my gas tank up. Side note, per usual, ADHD. I filled my gas tank up for $60, you guys. That is the cheapest that I've gotten gas since probably 2020. Because typically if it's, you know, it's been $3.50, $3.70 in certain places. When it's that expensive, it costs me almost $100. It's ridiculous. Talking damn 85, 90 bucks. That's what kills me. If it was $60 like that here and there, it wouldn't bother me that much. But it's been, I got gas for $2.93. Love that. I'm hot. Sorry, I'm going to try to not make that air so much. No. So it says an Arizona man facing a murder charge in the hot car death of his 2-year-old daughter was distracted by playing video games and regularly left all 3 children of his alone in the car, according to court documents. Christopher Schultz, 37, was putting groceries away and playing video games after leaving the toddler in the car for hours. Now, it was triple-digit temperatures last week at the family's home in Mariana, a town about 100 miles south of Phoenix. So I thought it was Phoenix. Court documents show he's now facing second-degree murder charges and child abuse charges. Schultz told the police that his daughter was fast asleep in the car by the time he got home from running errands, telling police that he did not want to wake her up. Schultz left the car running with the air conditioner running and wanted her to remain in the vehicle while she slept. Now, this is common for parents to do, but typically they don't leave it on damn autopilot where it's going to shut off. And also, you know, me personally, I would never do that because I just feel like the child would get terrified. Like, imagine waking up in a car by yourself that's running with no parent around. That's got to be kind of scary. Like, I just think that he should have took the kid out, you know. And once again, I do believe that it was intentional. So this was his plan in my mind. And that's just my opinion. Where the hell did it go? Sorry, I'm losing stuff. He looks like a douche. Sorry. Not sorry. He looks like a douche. He looks like the type of dude that would be at a bar, turning up. Now, I heard that they upgraded it. Hot car. Christopher Schultz, car death, upgraded charges.
Family isn't happy either. Significance of the tragedy, and I
so sad. Breaks my heart. Look, wait till you see how adorable this little girl was.
I'm Anjanette Levy. Christopher Schultz now faces a first-degree murder charge in the death of his daughter, Parker. This week, Schultz pleaded not guilty to that charge, along with a child abuse charge. What happened to Parker Schultz is an absolute tragedy. Last month, prosecutors say Schultz left Parker in her car seat in their driveway after returning home. Parker was asleep, and police said Schultz told them he didn't want to wake her, so he left her in the car with it running and the AC on. But now we're learning through a police report that might not have been true, and the car may have actually been off when Parker was left in the car in the Arizona sun. Police said she was actually in there for 3 hours.
Oh my God,
yes,
the poor baby.
3 hours. The medical examiner said the temperature in the car reached a staggering 108 degrees. The initial complaint charging Schultz with second-degree murder showed that his wife sent him a text message as Parker was being taken to the hospital. It reads, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" Christopher Schultz responded, "Babe, I'm sorry." His wife then responded, "We've lost her. She was perfect." Christopher Schultz then responded, "Babe, our family, how could I do this? I killed our baby. This can't be real." That second-degree murder charge, as I mentioned, was upgraded to first-degree murder earlier this week after the grand jury met in Pima County, Arizona, and listened to all of the evidence. Schultz was also charged with child abuse as a domestic violence offense. And there's more new information coming out. Records claim that Schultz's older children told detectives that their father left them in the car many times, 59 times to be exact. Body camera footage just released by Marana Police shows Schultz being taken into custody back on July 12th.
So remember how we talked about the investigation and things that would transpire? Okay. And I told you I'm always going to tell you guys the truth. There's no secrets here, right? So based off of our investigation at this point, right, we have determined that there's probable cause to go ahead and charge you for what happened.
Thank you, Art.
So, listen.
Typical narcissist. He has to make the moment about him, you know?
This doesn't.
I'll never believe that it was an accident. And as you heard her say, I didn't even know that part about his kids, and half of that I didn't even know. I mean, it's just such a sad freaking case. I mean, wait, I want to show you guys his wife, this doctor. Gorgeous woman who's probably going through one of the hardest things right now. Like, can you imagine your husband and, you know, it's not showing up that great, but this was them. See their happy little family. I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's a doctor. Christopher Schultz's wife. It's just heartbreaking. That's the only picture that I'm seeing. Yeah, you lose your daughter. Then you lose your husband to murder charges for the death of your daughter. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, and let's look up Christopher Schultz drinking the day of his daughter's death.
This is Dr. Grande.
Oh, it's a great one. If you want to go watch this, you can watch this. Dr. Grande, 10 out of 10.
Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing.
If you don't know who he is, you need to see this channel. If you like any of my content, watch him. It's Dr. Todd, Grande, and he is a doctor, but he also talks a lot about psychology and why these criminals do these things, and he also gives his professional opinion on what's going to happen in the case. He makes a prediction. I love it, but let's see if I can get to the screenshots and his drinking history.
The police spoke to Christopher.
Look at this little girl, y'all.
He and Parker had been driving around in his blue 2023 Acura MDX. At 2:30 p.m., Christopher arrived home and parked in the driveway. Parker was asleep in her car seat, which was in the back seat on the driver's side. Not wanting to wake her up, Christopher left his daughter in the vehicle and entered the house. When he left, the SUV was running with the air conditioning activated. From his prior experience with the vehicle, he believed the engine would turn off after about 30 minutes. At about 4 p.m., Christopher's wife Erica arrived at the house. When she asked where Parker was, Christopher began to check the rooms of the house. He then remembered that he had left Parker in the SUV. When Christopher went to the vehicle, he noticed it was not running and his daughter was still in her car seat. She was unresponsive. This is when he called 911. Erica performed CPR until first responders arrived. As all this was happening, Christopher's 9-year-old daughter and his 5-year-old daughter were in the house. Here's what the police found as they continued their investigation. On July 9, the day Parker died, Christopher had been in a local grocery store alone. At 12:06 p.m., on his way back home from the grocery store, he stopped at a Quick Trip convenience store. This was about 4 hours before the 911 call. He entered the store alone, selected 3 cans of beer from the beer cooler, and walked into the restroom. Christopher exited the bathroom about 2 minutes later with at least 1 beer in his hand. At this point, he exited the store without making any attempt to pay for the beer. At 12:10 p.m., he drove away. Surveillance video from Christopher's neighborhood showed that his 9-year-old daughter and his 5-year-old daughter arrived at his house at 12:52 p.m. Christopher's SUV pulled into the driveway at 12:53 p.m., just 1 minute later. Media reports did not clarify what exactly happened there. Did Christopher drop his daughters off and then pull into the driveway, or did someone else bring them home? There's no way to know based on the available information, although I would guess that he just dropped them off. Christopher could be seen walking alone from his vehicle to the front door of his house. Based on the surveillance video, Christopher lied about his arrival time. He said he arrived at about 2:30 p.m. In reality, he had arrived home an hour and 37 minutes earlier. Erica arrived home at 4:08 p.m. The 911 call was placed 8 minutes later. Christopher's vehicle was parked in direct.
Him not being able to account for time makes me believe even more that he was drunk, like I originally said. I do. And once again, we have footage of him drinking on this day. Due to the fact that it's very clear from the wife's text messages that this has been a problem in the past, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is not the type of man that can have 1 beer and just set it down. Once he gets to going, he's going.
Sunlight. Parker's car
That's
seat
my
was on the
assumption.
driver's side, which was facing west. The police tested the SUV to see how long it would take to turn off when idling. The vehicle deactivated after 20 minutes. Christopher had told the police that it took around 30 minutes to turn off. He had left Parker in the vehicle for over 3 hours. The police interviewed Christopher's daughters, the children's.
But the last news report said that they do not think that he ever even cut the car on. Remember, the last news report said that cops think that he never left the car running. That's why the charges were upgraded from 2nd degree to 1st degree.
Said that their father was a good dad, and it was just an accident. He had been distracted by playing video games on his PlayStation and by putting food away. One of his daughters said that Christopher had left them in the vehicle alone about 59 times in the past. Christopher had a 16-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. She had lived with him and Erica for about 4 years. She told the media that Christopher had a history of leaving her in vehicles. She was younger than 7 the first time he did it. Christopher's daughter intends on testifying against him in court if the case progresses to that point. On July 12, 2024, 3 days after Parker's death, Christopher was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and child abuse. At a hearing to determine bail for Christopher, Erica told the judge, quote, "I'm just asking if you can allow him to come home to us so that we can all start the grieving process, so he can bury our daughter with us this coming week, and that we can go through this whole process together as a family. This was a big mistake, and this doesn't represent him. I just want the girls to see their father, that I don't have to tell them tonight that they're going to have to endure another loss," unquote. The judge determined that Christopher was not a danger to the community and released him. On August 1, 2024, Christopher had his second-degree murder charge supersized to first-degree murder after a Pima County grand jury indicted him. The other charge related to mistreating his daughter remained the same. If convicted, Christopher could face the death penalty or life in prison, although I'd be very surprised if the state pursued the death penalty in this case.
Right.
Now moving to my analysis. Based on Erica's statement to the judge at a bail hearing, she believes that Parker's death was a big mistake made by Christopher. It is reasonable to believe that Christopher feels the same way. I imagine his defense will involve working toward a manslaughter conviction as opposed to a murder conviction.
Oh.
Was the indictment for first-degree murder reasonable based on how the criminal justice system typically deals with these types of offenders? Can this charge be supported based on the evidence, or is the state overreaching? In the state of Arizona, a person can be found guilty of first-degree murder if, in the course of committing child abuse, they caused the death of a person. Technically, Christopher could be convicted of first-degree murder based on his alleged behavior.
And also, as I said, they're still investigating this. They now have his phone. If they can prove that he ever, even something as simple as Googled, how long will it take a child to die in a car? If they can prove he looked up anything like that, or, anything that's related to her death, that's enough evidence for them to be able to get him convicted for first degree, because it shows intent. It shows, which is one of the things that you need in a first degree murder charge.
This brings me to the question, is Christopher guilty of first-degree murder? Let's take a look at the evidence both for and against the idea that he is guilty, starting with the inculpatory factors. On the day of Parker's death, Christopher appeared to leave her in his SUV when he was at a grocery store and at a convenience store. It appears as though he drank beer at the convenience store and left without paying. After Christopher arrived home, he knew that Parker was in his vehicle. He noticed that she was sleeping. It's not like he failed to remember she was there. He decided to leave her in the SUV, even though the high temperature that day was 109 degrees.
Jesus Christ.
Furthermore, Christopher realized that his vehicle would turn off automatically. There is no question that Christopher's behavior caused Parker's death. Leaving her in the vehicle represented mistreatment and led to her death. After Erica arrived home, she asked Christopher where Parker was.
Ooh.
He initially checked rooms in the house. Even when he was reminded about Parker, Christopher did not think of looking in the SUV first.
Why?
When questioned by the police,
Because he was
lied
drunk.
about how long he had been at home, saying he arrived an hour and 37 minutes after his actual arrival time.
Why?
The
Because
police
he was
found a
drunk.
text message exchange between Erica and Christopher, which occurred right after Parker's death. Erica texted, "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" Christopher responded, "Babe, I'm sorry." Erica wrote, "We've lost her. She was perfect." Christopher wrote, "Babe, our family, how could I do this? I killed our baby. This can't be real." Other text messages indicated that Christopher had a history of unsafe behavior regarding his daughters. For example, on March 11, 2024, Erica wrote, quote, "You haven't shown you can stop putting the girls in danger or treating me badly. Even yesterday you drove home drunk with 2 minors. You drove to excess every time. I have been asking for 3 years for you to cut back, but it's actually gotten worse," unquote. 10 days later, Erica wrote, quote, "Why were you going 138 with our baby in the car with alcohol in your system," unquote. Christopher responded to this message, writing, quote, "You hate me. She was sleeping. It's fine," unquote. Statements made by Christopher's daughters indicated that he had a long history of leaving them in his vehicle unattended. Moving to the exculpatory factors, Christopher intended to check on Parker every few minutes to make sure that she was okay in the vehicle. Perhaps he became distracted and failed to remember.
Or he was drunk.
That's pretty much it for exculpatory factors. When considering the evidence in this case, do I believe Christopher is guilty of first-degree murder? Yes, in my opinion, he is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Absolutely.
His best hope would be to work out some type of plea bargain to spend decades in prison while retaining a chance of being released someday. What do I think happened in this case? This is just a theory, my opinion. Christopher was self-centered, impulsive, irresponsible, immature, reckless, and appeared to have difficulty regulating his intake of alcohol. He lived his life as if he was invincible. Nothing bad could ever happen to him. He could just do whatever he wanted, and things would work out for the best. Christopher had a long history of leaving his daughters in his vehicle, which apparently his wife Erica knew about. She had warned him multiple times to stop, but Christopher did not listen. On the day of the alleged murder, Christopher was behaving irresponsibly and struggling with his alcohol use. He couldn't even make it home from the grocery store without stopping at a convenience store and drinking beer. After arriving home, he left his daughter Parker in the SUV, consistent with his philosophy that nothing bad could ever happen. The consequences were not even considered. He was so confident that everything would be fine, he didn't even remember Parker's location when Erica asked about her. Christopher is a dangerous individual who should be in prison. He should have been there a long time ago. Now moving to my final thoughts. Erica suggested that her husband Christopher made a big mistake which did not represent him. She is incorrect. This tragic outcome was predictable based on Christopher's behavior. It does represent him. Pretty well, in fact. The lesson learned in this case is that when somebody repeatedly endangers others, action must be taken. It's dangerous to fall into the same pattern as the offender of believing that everything will magically work out for the best. People who are unable or unwilling to regulate their intake of alcohol try to convince family members that they don't have a problem.
Right.
In doing so, they also try to convince the family members that no one has a problem. Everybody will be safe, even if the drinking continues. This case illustrates how nothing could be further from the truth. Those are my thoughts on the case of Christopher
Wow.
Schultes.
Well, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think he was drunk. I think he was drunk. From all of the information that we have, I think he was drunk. I think that he forgot about her. I don't think he killed her intentionally. I know I said that out of frustration, but when you really look at the evidence, it's clear that he was drinking. And as the doctor said, as Dr. Grande said, he clearly couldn't even control himself, the urge to drink. He clearly went into a gas station and stole beer and snuck into the bathroom and drank this beer. So he clearly was struggling with alcohol and was drinking. And, you know, it's just heartbreaking. That little girl, man. I mean, he definitely deserves to go to prison. You know, one thing he's not going to get in prison is addiction treatment. Yeah, they don't do that in prison. You don't get any treatment for drug addiction, or you don't get any therapy. The things that you would think that maybe would help, you know, yeah, you don't get any of that. So he'll go to prison. He'll do his time. He'll never address his alcoholic issues. And then he'll get out here and do it again. Well, statistically speaking, not everybody, just, you know, statistically speaking. It's really sad. This reminds me of Ben Affleck and J-Lo, doesn't it? Like with his drinking problems. For those that don't know, Ben Affleck, you know, he's done some wonderful humanitarian things over the years, and he's, you know, he's got these beautiful kids with Jennifer Gardner. They were married, and he ruined their marriage by being an alcoholic. I do think that there was also substance abuse along the way, not just alcohol. A lot of these things go hand in hand. For instance, cocaine and alcohol go hand in hand. So it's very common for alcoholics to use both substances, but I don't know. I know that he has been clean. He got clean, he'll get sober, and then he falls off the wagon, and then gets clean, and then he falls off the wagon, and it's been, what, like 10, 15 years we watched him do this to himself. And we watched him ruin his marriage. We watched him get married to J-Lo. And it looks like they are in misery together. Complete misery. She recently had a concert and nobody bought tickets. It was an empty stadium with J-Lo performing. That's how much the public has turned on her. I mean, and rightfully so. She's a bitch. What was the other story that we were talking about earlier that I told you guys that I needed to, that I wanted to talk about? Oh, something that I want to talk about real quick is this Brett and Rose situation. If y'all don't know who Brett and Rose is, let me show you.
Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers.
So that is Brett and Rose. Now, Brett, apparently, y'all, I went down the rabbit hole this morning. I did not know anything about these people. First of all, I love their content. They are hilarious. Rose is a loose cannon like me. She's a spitfire like me. I love that. Then I found out this morning that Rose used to be a stripper. What are the chances? What are the chances? So apparently, Rose and Brett met when she was dancing. This woman from social media, she has been able to purchase several homes to rent for Airbnb. This woman is she owns multiple houses. She's opened up a Airbnb service. She has other businesses. This woman has used social media to take herself from impoverished poorness to money, okay? And she's getting all of these sponsorships, and, you know, she's made it. She's living the dream, right? Well, apparently it came out that, so what happened was they got in a huge fight. She recorded it on live. Well, then she said a bunch of really ugly stuff, and I don't agree with what she said, and I think it was very rude for her to bash her husband. But a lot of details started coming out, and people started coming forward talking about the truth of how they met. They apparently met when she was a stripper, and she had 2 boys from a previous relationship. She had 2 sons, and her and Brett got together. They end up having kids together. I think they've had 2 kids together, so they've got like 4 altogether, if I'm not mistaken. And Brett is the biological father of the oldest, or the youngest too. So it's been crazy. All of the information that come out. Her own mother. Can I just say how foul of a freaking parent you have to be to throw your own kid under the bus for clicks and views? I mean, it's just so classless. This woman come out bashing her own daughter, calling her daughter names, you know, and it's just, listen, I think that Rose has been through a lot. I think that she hasn't been perfect, but at the same time, and I think she was wrong by cussing her husband out on live. Absolutely. It was so disrespectful. It literally hurt my heart to hear what she said to Brett. You know, one thing that you never want to do is completely, what do they call it? Emasculate a man, or what do they call it? Yes, emasculate. And she essentially emasculated him, told him he wasn't shit, that if it weren't for her, he wouldn't have shit. And it's just like, whoa, babe, this is your husband. So I see why the public got mad. I see, y'all, she said some foul shit. I mean, it hurt my heart. And then she backtracked and said that she was trolling people. I don't believe that for a minute. I do believe that what she said was real, and most of the internet agrees with me on that. But for her own mother to come out and bash her, and this is what I mean when I say it be your own damn people. It be the ones that are closest to you that will tell it all. They'll tell it all for nothing. They'll tell it for free, just to hurt you. Because I think her mother's jealous of her. Her mother, I think that Rose's mother is jealous of her success. And, you know, it's really fucked up that this woman went to the news and the press and was saying all these horrible things about her own daughter. Like, maybe this is why she's a little spazzy. Because her mama's a piece of shit. It's a miracle if the girl has morals and values, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Anybody that's able to raise 3 kids and open up all these businesses and have all of these happy customers at their businesses, anybody that's able to do that is accomplishing a lot. And it's a miracle that she's able to do that, given the fact that she grew up with a piece of shit mama that will throw her under the bus for nothing. Imagine what type of insecurity that creates in a child, knowing that your mama is a piece of shit. Turn your back. I mean, talk about backstabbing. That's backstabbing. I don't care what she did. You don't go and talk about your family like that. Rose was wrong, and Rose's mama was wrong. I see all sides, and I feel bad for everybody. And I think that deep down, Rose is a good girl. I really do. I think that she's had to survive like the rest of us. And that does something to a person that by the end of it, if you're able to pick yourself up and keep it moving, by the end of it, you might be a little loose in the head, you know? And at the same time, she's one of the most funniest, prettiest girls on the internet right now. She's hilarious. She's so relatable. You know, the way that she's raising her kids is a little unconventional, but it works for their family. It works for them.
When you could chow down 18.
And I think that it's great that they've been able to have internet success Here, y'all want to hear some of it? The fight.
Did all the food. Let's be real about everything. I met you in a basement laying on a mattress. Let's be real about that. Let's be real about the fact that you moved in with me, not the opposite of way around. Let's be real about the fact that I never felt comfortable moving to your house because you lived in the ghetto. Let's be real about the fact that I'm the one that found the house, found the realtor, did all the footwork, did all everything, paid for the fucking deposit on the house, paid for the house, everything.
Here's the thing, though. Yes, she's made the majority of their money. However, it wouldn't have been possible without Brett. It wouldn't have been possible without Brett, because her whole niche was, I got wifed up by a white man. That's been her niche, and most of her content is about biracial families and stuff like that, and that's why I love it. It gives me insight into how families operate. I haven't been exposed to that much. I grew up in an all-white family, and I've told you guys that I went to an all-black high school, and I'm so grateful for that, because if I would have not went there, I don't know what type of person I would be. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, coming from the South, yeah, unfortunately, racism does still exist, and what she's saying is so foul, and I don't even want to listen to it anymore, because it breaks my heart. Like, yes, you've made the money, but, like, Brett has helped. Brett has been there, and, every time I see this man, y'all, he's got a baby in one hand, another kid on the shoulder. Like, this man has been, I just hope that she's not taking him for granted, because this man has been there for her, and let's not forget that she had 2 kids from a previous relationship, and it sounds like they were both financially struggling when they got together. And, Rose started the, if you haven't seen it, it's the Queen of Kings. It's really good. It's hilarious, you guys. But I think that it was just a bad moment. We're living in a generation where they try to crucify, content creators, and like, they want to cancel everybody nowadays. And it's like, listen, people get angry. People get emotional, especially women who just had children. I do believe that she is suffering from some kind of postpartum or mania, just like myself. And she's admitted that she's manic, just like I have. And so I see myself a lot in Rose. And you say things out of anger. And when she was throwing these things up in his face, I've done that before. I've done that before to someone. And that's not healthy. That's not good. That is how you break a man down and destroy him to the point to where he wants nothing to do with you anymore. And I just hope that she's such a beautiful girl. Such a beautiful girl. I just hope that their marriage is good, because I want to see them together. I don't believe that everything a person says is set in stone. I mean, it should be, absolutely. But once again, people say things out of frustration, out of anger, and shit, if everybody, if everybody were to hold everything I've ever said against me, that would not be good, So I say some fucked up shit sometimes too. But I hope that people realize that it's me not being able to control my emotions. Sometimes I don't mean the stuff that I say it in the heat of the moment, and I think Rose does too. And now people are questioning whether or not she's bipolar, and I'm just like, listen, that's her business. That's her business. Whatever she has going on is none of your business. But once again, she just did have a baby, and she's admitted that she's had these postpartum, and that it's been really hard on her. She was a single mother for 5-6 years before she met Brett, and so that can't be easy. Obviously, if she was in the club stripping, it was because she had to be. She's got 2 kids to feed. Both of the fathers don't seem to be in the picture. There's other people saying that she holds these kids from these men. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, and I think that she's done the best that she could, and I'm glad for her success. That's what I like to see. I love to see the underdog win, you know, but I don't agree with what she said or how she said it necessarily. It was how she said it. And I feel bad for them going through those issues because I have a lot of respect for their channel. Very interesting stuff. They're pretty funny over there. But when I found out she was a stripper, I was like, oh wow, I had to talk about this real quick. I'm wondering,
Stand your ground is the defense that one Jacksonville woman is using to have her second-degree murder case tossed out. Shannon McCarthy is accused of killing her girlfriend, Heather Shepard, in June of 2023 and then hiding her body on their front porch.
McCarthy's lawyers say that she was acting in self-defense and that the state has to prove stand your ground does not apply in order for the case to move forward.
Rich Donnelly was on your side in the courtroom this morning. He joins us now. So
I
what
have
can
so
you
many
tell us
questions
about this case and arguments on both sides, Rich?
Heather, the state paints Shannon McCarthy as a violent person who tried to cover up the murder of her then-girlfriend, Heather Shepard. The defense argued that McCarthy was acting in self-defense when a gun was pointed at her. A week before Heather Shepard's body was found in a decomposed state on the front porch of her home, her family filed a missing persons report. The defense contends that after the two women got into a physical altercation, it was in fact Shepard who pointed a shotgun at McCarthy. The defense says that McCarthy was on the ground and only fired shots in self-defense, which they say is corroborated by a medical examiner's report of bullet entry and exit wounds.
And what does that tell you?
These bitches over here killing each other. The lesbians got heated, man.
And they stipulated that it creates a prima facie case that she was on the ground when she did the shooting and a shotgun was being pointed down at her.
Examiners with JSO said Heather Shepard's fingerprints were not on a shotgun that was found in the home. The judge said that she will issue a ruling on Shannon McCarthy's stand your ground motion before the next pretrial hearing, which is scheduled for September 17th.
Lord, listen, I can barely handle myself. I can't date women no more. I had a girlfriend for 3 years. We had a good time, but yeah, I'm good. These girls out here killing each other nowadays. Where is the baby wipe? I literally bought some. I don't like these at all. First of all, they're not wet enough. So typically when I buy these and they're not wet enough, I end up pouring water in the baby wipes, and then I'll squish the water around on the package to make them dampen, because they're baby wipes. They're supposed to be dampened, and these are not. Like, they're half-assed wet, dry. I also don't like how they open. It dries out. It is. I'm going to wear black tonight. I need to pack my dance bag. Oh, I just remembered. So I'm just pouring water in here. I'm going to spill this. I hate these Walmart bottles. The damn caps never go back on once you got it off, and half the time it spills water. Ah! So I'm moving that water around in this package. I just poured like a fourth of the water. Well, not even. Damn, I probably could use some more. Yeah, it soaked it up. They're dry. Like, what the frick? I mean, they were like 99 cents, right? So, but usually, oh shoot, I should have got some from the Dollar General. They carry my brand. This is enough to last, though, for like... Y'all, when I tell y'all that these suck so bad, they don't even feel like baby wipes. They feel like leather. Worst brand ever. Do not put these on your kid's ass. Go to the Dollar Tree and get you the Fisher Price ones. So I ate that yogurt. I'm going to take some ibuprofen to see if it helps my head. And then we'll pack my dance bag. Oh, let's listen to the astronauts. I gotta know. Oh my God, that baby head. Poor baby. Jesus. Talk about the birth canal not being big enough. Astronauts stuck in outer space 2025. Let's look at this, because I know I don't have it right.
A great time here on ISS.
Floating some 250 miles above the Earth, astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams thought their trip to the space station and back would last about 10 days. That was 2 months ago. Now, NASA mission managers say they could stay there for another 6 months, leaving their Starliner spaceship and returning home in Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon capsule on a future Crew 9 mission.
And then we could return 4 crew members in the February 2025 timeframe. And Butch and Sonny would remain on station and return home with them on Crew 9.
And liftoff of Starliner and Atlas V.
Boeing's troubled Starliner launched on a test flight in early June, but it's remained docked at the space station. NASA and Boeing engineers remain divided over whether it's safe to bring Wilmore and Williams back on Starliner. They're concerned helium leaks and engine thruster problems could pose serious risks. Starliner needs those thrusters to safely return home.
Let's go forward into Starliner.
Last month, Williams and Wilmore insisted their ship is safe. Are you confident in the performance of the ship for future missions as well?
Well, that's a fair question. I can tell you that, that mantra you've heard, failure is not an option. That's why we are staying here now.
NASA is now weighing whether to bring Starliner home autonomously without a crew. It's now delayed the SpaceX Crew 9 liftoff to late September, returning next year, and may launch with only 2 astronauts rather than 4. Wilmore and Williams would remain on station well past Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, then return with Crew 9 in February. In a statement, Boeing says we still believe in Starliner's capability and its flight rationale. If NASA decides to change the mission, we will take the actions necessary to configure Starliner for an uncrewed return. Yeah, mission managers will convene next week to
Bro, talk about a frick up. Talk about a frick up. Like, oopsie, y'all are going to be stuck in space till 2025, honey. Like, I wonder how much money that's going to end up costing NASA. Hell, Elon's got to go damn save them, apparently. Elon to the rescue. Bro, that's crazy. Let's talk about this. So, apparently, Elon's son, he's got a son. His eldest son is transgender. He did a sit-down interview with Jordan Peterson. You can find it here on YouTube. It's really good. If you type in Jordan Peterson and Elon Musk son transitioning, you'll see it. It's Elon Musk talking about how his son was killed by the woke mind virus, how they call it dead naming for a reason, because his son's dead. He's been brainwashed into believing that he's a girl. I'm taking 4 of these. It's a really good interview, though. It's a really good listen. Elon explains to Jordan that he was propositioned by his first wife, who we all know he got divorced from. If you don't know, Elon was married to a woman. They had 2 children, maybe more. Anyways, they had kids, and then they separated. She's a brilliant woman, by the way. She's very smart. I've seen her speak in lectures and give lectures. But, anyways, his eldest son decided that he's a girl now. And the way that they were able to get this boy on hormones was they lied to Elon. Apparently, his ex-wife said that his son was gonna... he was sidle, And so Elon's thinking that his son is going to hurt himself. So he agrees to these hormones because his ex-wife said that it was the best thing to do. And Elon talks extensively to Jordan about how it was a lie. It was all a lie. How he was conned into essentially helping to kill his son. He says that he feels like his son is dead because it's not him anymore. So heartbreaking. This explains, though, why Elon has been on the forefront of fighting for our rights. And when it comes to, freedom of speech and stuff, he bought Twitter so that we wouldn't be censored, or to assist in being able to talk about the things that we want to talk about that YouTube and other platforms are censoring. This has been a huge issue for years. Rogan got his start because he was tired of it. He started his podcast. It blew up. You know, the Joe Rogan Experience gets millions of views every single week. Everything he puts out just explodes. You know, I love Joe. I like Elon. Hell, I even like Russell Brand, which is a hard pill to swallow given his allegations. But here's the thing. I do believe in second chances, and I think that Russell Brand is a perfect like he's the poster child for knowing that you were wrong, apologizing for it, and changing your ways. He was very misogynistic when he was drinking and on drugs. It is very clear to me that he could just grab them all by the pussy. However, I do think that due to the fact that Russell Brand is now clean, I don't think he behaves that way anymore. I think that he has had his come to Jesus moment. He grew the fuck up. He realized he was wrong. He's made his amends. He's tried to, whether or not certain people in society, those amends or not, and like I said, he's still kind of a hard pill to swallow. It's not that I don't like him. I actually love Russell Brand. It's the allegations that I have a problem with. But once again, I've seen change in him, so I have to give him a shot because I've seen him change. I mean, he's been touched by the hand of God. And that's the only, I'm telling you, recovery, it's God. You have to be able to rely on God. He is with you. He is here for you. And if you put one foot in front of the other and make an honest effort to get clean, God will have your back. I've seen it in so many addicts, and Russell Brand is walking proof of that. He's done a whole 360 in comparison to the person that he used to be. And not only that, he's actively participating in trying to help the world. He's trying to do better. And, when I see people trying like that, it makes me want to give them a second chance. And so I do like him. But I think everybody has a past. It's just whether or not your dirt got out in the light, I'm taking the Pepto-Bismol because Pepto-Bismol because the ibuprofen's going to make my stomach hurt. So I'm taking one drug because I had to take the other drug. Because, big farm. Woo woo. The ibuprofen burns holes in my stomach. So I got to take a preventative. That's okay. That's what they wanted anyways. I also grabbed these. I can't believe they were $2. But I actually really need something to stick in my purse for work. Because when I tell you it gets so bad that I start to gag. I'm not even joking. It's the worst too when I'm sitting with a customer and I'm just Jesus fucking Christ, Brooke, hold it together. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I got to go. Where's the bathroom? Somebody come hold my hair back. I'm losing my marbles. Been done lost them. Yeah, I wish I were joking. I remember one of my first days at this restaurant a couple of months ago. Back in January, I was working at this restaurant, or maybe it was February. I got really drunk at my other job because I was working at a winery. So it's literally my first day running Uptown Tavern in Eden, right? It's my first day working alone. It was a Sunday. I was going to be running the entire place by myself. The bar, taking orders, DoorDash. I got 4 tablets. I got people. I'm talking 100 people. And it's just me. If you go to Uptown Tavern's Google page, you can see all of the bad reviews where customers have been talking about for years how on Sunday, the girl that works on Sunday gets swamped with all of this fucking work. What it is they don't want to pay another employee. So anyways, I'm working. It's my first day running this entire restaurant by myself. Well, the night before, the 2 nights before, Friday and Saturday night, I'd actually worked at a winery. We had a wedding and then a baby shower the next morning. So we had a wedding on Friday night, live music. Then Sunday morning, we had a baby shower. So I was literally asleep for 8 hours and back up to get over there to host this baby shower. And then I also worked that night. So I worked a 12-hour shift on Saturday, a 12-hour shift on Friday, and then Sunday I was going to be running this restaurant. Well, I decided when I got off of work Saturday night that I was going to join in the festivities because I'd been good all week. I did my workout. I was just like, we're cutting loose. Y'all, I had a bottle of wine. I actually had 2 bottles of wine. I was staying with my boss, remember, the owner of the winery. So I was staying on the property, so I was like, fuck it, I ain't driving, let's go. I killed 2 bottles of wine, and the next morning I wanted to wake up and kill myself. Like, I'm not even joking. It was that bad. I thought I definitely should have went to the ER and got an IV. For real. So I'm barely surviving, and it's Sunday morning, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be at the restaurant like 10 or 11 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck? Barely surviving. I get there and I am throwing up every 5 minutes. Every time I drink water, I just puke it right back up. This guy comes into the bar. He sits down to order him some lunch. He says, hey, how are you? I said, "Bleh," and took off running. When I tell you that I was running to the back of the kitchen and there's a trash can for all of the scraps for the salads. We have a salad bar in the back where the cooks cook. And I kept running back there. Now, mind you, this is like day 4 of working at this place. So some of those cooks that were in that kitchen, I had never even met before. And I'm just, bruh, I was so embarrassed. I kept apologizing. I'm like, and I remember taking a menu and hiding my face. I remember taking a menu and hiding my face. The cooks are looking at me. I'm like, ugh. The whole shift, I didn't keep food down for days. I did not eat for days for that. I was sick as a dog. That was probably one of the worst hangovers I've ever had, honestly. And it was 2 bottles of red wine, which is so weird. Like, so weird. I guess it's the sulfates in it, if I'm even saying that right. I don't know, but I know that it like to have killed me. And then here I am chucking up everything in front of damn cooks that I've never even met before. I'm so embarrassed. I was like, I don't usually do this. This won't happen again. Like, I'm not even joking. Full-fledged crazy lady first day of work. Yep, sure did. Looking back now, I realized that I was drinking so much because of what I was going through at work. I knew that I was getting sexually harassed by these people and stuff. And here's the thing, like some addicts, they turn things inwards and they start abusing themselves when other people are abusing them, like, and they don't know how to handle the situation. They fall back into alcoholism. They fall back into using substances. One thing I can promise you guys is that I'm never going to go back to heroin or anything like that again. But I am having a huge problem with alcohol in these places, and it's one of the leading reasons why I want to leave. It's why I've fought to try to get away from these places, because I don't need to be around alcohol. I hate it. I hate being in this environment. I hate being around these people. I know that not all of them are bad people, but the majority of them are. And that's just one too many for me, you know? That's just one too many. Oh my God, we forgot razors. Listen, I'm gonna have razor bumps like a mofo. I've got one. It's not the greatest condition at all. I think I've been using it for like 2 days now. I shave every day. I have to, especially dancing. I want to put a lot of this in because I'm going to wash my hair today. Oh, there's my spoon for my yogurt. I was looking for that. It's usually down there in that little spot. It's usually in that's like my spoon spot. I do have works and stuff. These are actually very handy. I got them at Walmart for like $1. Okay. I'm looking for my mouth guard. I literally just saw it. There it is. shit. What are we not doing? Striving for perfection. Shh. Blow that shit off, baby, and stick it in your mouth. Alright. Saw this at the Dollar Tree for $1 and it actually works, surprisingly. It started raining. I actually love that. It's, I guess the devil and his wife again because it's raining and the sun is shining. The hair is tickling my lip. Alright, I got this backward. No, I gotta shut up. Decent cut. No one should have to have a baby in a jail cell.
For the first time, the inmate who gave birth alone in a cell inside the Montgomery County Jail is explaining why she's suing. Thanks so much for joining us back here on News 4. WSMV4 Investigates told you yesterday that Alicia Moulton filed a civil rights lawsuit against the medical provider for the jail.
She spoke for the first time to our chief investigative reporter, Jeremy Finley. And Jeremy, you had tough questions for her as well.
Well, that's right. Even though the circumstances of her baby's birth were traumatic and is the reason she is suing, Moulton knows her own mistakes led her to be in that position in the first place. It is a life Alicia Moulton could not have imagined a year ago.
I was in a bad state at that point.
On August 19th, 2023, she knew she was strung up on drugs and charged with burglary when she was booked in the Montgomery County Jail. What she didn't know is that she was also pregnant.
See if, how far along I was is really what I wanted to know, because I was concerned. I wanted to make sure he was healthy, you know what I mean? Like, especially the lifestyle I had lived up until that point.
You obviously were using drugs at the time. You obviously had committed a crime. How much responsibility do you take?
I shouldn't have been living that lifestyle that I was living. Like I said, people make mistakes.
But even after a pregnancy test in the jail confirmed it, Moulton says in her lawsuit that the medical staff with Southern Health Partners never took her to see a doctor, and she was never given an ultrasound. She was also detoxing from her drug addiction.
I cried to the nurses. There was times where I cried. One of the nurses even held my hand and told me, you'll just get through this.
Even with her first pregnancy with her daughter, she didn't show. So when she started experiencing labor pains just a week later, she asked to see a doctor. A nurse's note shows they could not feel contractions on her stomach.
She was like, he's up too high, you're too small, you're not having contractions. Looked me right in the eye and told me I'm not having contractions. No one should have to have a baby in a jail cell, especially when I made them very much aware, hey, I'm having a baby, let's get to a hospital.
What followed would make headlines across the country. When medical staff left, Moulton would give birth to her son Aiden alone in the toilet in her cell.
He was in the toilet for a few seconds. We got him out. Honestly, I really did think he was dead at first.
In her lawsuit, Moulton is suing Southern Health, claiming they were indifferent to her suffering. Moulton's attorney, writing to WSMV4 Investigates, this lawsuit shines a light on this often overlooked issue and raises awareness of the civil rights of pregnant inmates.
Any other woman should never have to go through that ever again.
For the second day in a row, WSMV Investigates left a message for Southern Health Partners, asking for their policy of pregnant inmates should be treated. No response yet. Now 355 days sober, Moulton is working and taking care of her daughter and son. Knowing the day will come, Aiden will ask about the day he was born.
I still have nightmares about it. And like I told you, on his birth certificate where he was born, and I hate that for him. That's where his place of birth, Montgomery County Jail.
I think most of us who heard this story, Jeremy, have said, well, how's the baby? And from the video, he looks really healthy.
Yeah, he is. He was born preemie. He's doing great now. The lawsuit claims he suffered eye and blood infections because of his contact to the toilet. A spokesman for the sheriff's office says they had no comment because of the pending lawsuit.
Isn't that crazy?
Arizona. It was 2 years that this hostess team has done to uncover new information in the Robert Fisher case. We're talking witnesses coming forward for the first time and changing the timeline we thought we knew about when Robert Fisher fled before his wife's forerunner was found in Arizona woods.
It was a spectacle in April of 2001, a case that's drawn attention for decades, including that of our True Crime Arizona team with our documentary Finding Robert Fisher in 2022. Now, we're working with the iHeartMedia team, new podcast Missing in Arizona, diving deeper into this case than ever before.
We found new witnesses that could change the timeline entirely.
John Walzak is a journalist, host of the podcast. He's conducted more than 60 interviews over 2 years.
Are there people inside the house? Yes, there are.
This is what we've known up to now. Robert Fisher allegedly slit the throats of his daughter Brittany, his son Bobby, and his wife Mary, shooting Mary in the head too. He's seen on camera at the AM down the street in Scottsdale at 10:42 p.m. on April 9th, 2001 with his wife's forerunner. Police believe Robert cut a gas line in the home and lit a candle, the house exploding into flames the next morning around 8:40 a.m. Mary's car was found in the woods of Young, Arizona 10 days later, with Robert Fisher's dog found alive with it, but no sign of Robert there or ever again.
There's been this question, did he flee after he was at the ATM? Did he go home? Did he have a 10-hour or 12-hour start of law enforcement? And what we found is we found two new witnesses, one who saw Fisher's SUV at 3:30 and one at 5:30 at the Fisher house, who confirmed that he definitely did not flee. He definitely went home. And in fact, he went home still 7 hours later.
With that information, Robert Fisher may have only had a few hours on police before the explosion. Robert Fisher was on the FBI 10 most wanted list for years until they took him off in 2021. It took away any reward money, something Walzak set out to change in partner with Arizona law enforcement.
Today, I'm announcing that I'm funding a $10,000 reward with Silent Witness. They're kicking in $2,000.
They also use forensic artists, new age progression photos of Robert, the first time that's been done in 8 years. Detectives working this case have been split on whether they believe Robert Fisher is dead or alive.
After 2 years of researching this, I very strongly think that Robert Fisher is alive, and I am working this hard because I want to find him. I think that Robert Fisher planned this out. I think that he left the SUV in the forest as a diversion and that somebody drove him out of there and he escaped.
An episode of Missing in Arizona is already out, with a new episode releasing each week for 16 weeks. My interview with John Walzak on the podcast will be coming out next month, guys.
People have been fascinated by this case for so long. So does this guy and do investigators believe that he had help? I mean, that's the big question, right?
Right. So John told me that when he was talking to investigators for the podcast, the biggest thing they want him to convey through the show is that they believe there are people out there who are alive who know things that either helped Robert Fisher before or after the murders to help him escape. Now where to? We don't know. And that's what's so crazy, this whole case. That's what everybody is fascinated by. Yeah. Is he dead? Is he alive? You could go down each rabbit hole and find things that back up your theory, but we really don't know.
It's a dead end
every single time.
So his theory is this is a big mastermind.
Yeah.
That's wild. I don't even know if I've ever even heard of that case. Robert Fisher? Is that what they said? I'm trying to brush my teeth. Robert Fisher, missing man.
Robert Fisher, missing man.
Yeah, there's a whole freaking documentary. I'm gonna have to watch that. It's got almost 1 million views. Oh, shit. Damn it. Where's a baby wipe? I done lost them again. Here's a towel. That's from yesterday, and it's dirty. Not dirty, but it's not dirty. I'm not going to use it again. I need to clean this toothbrush. I need water. Oh, shit. I got one in the door. Ta-da! Feels a little better. I'm gonna do a deep clean when I get in Planet Fitness. Where's the cap? Son of a beach. There it is. When I get in Planet Fitness, I'm gonna do a deep clean, floss. I like that little teeth whitening kit. It does pretty good. Not bad. $1.25. I'm hoping that my deodorant is in my dance because I haven't found it or seen it. I'm going to put this toothbrush and toothpaste in my bag for work. I've got heartburn medication, body spray, pretty much everything I'll need for work. Excedrin, hairbrush. Actually, I don't need this toothbrush because I've got my electric toothbrush in here. Here, I'll show you guys. My dance bag. Headphones for work. I always like to take those just in case. So, a little bit of money, my dance bag. I typically don't take my debit card in, but I have been because it's my lifeline, and if my truck got broken into or something, then I'd be screwed, so I've been keeping it. Oh, I found another $15. Wow. Or was that all I had left? That's probably all I got left, honestly. Oh, no. I just spent that. Oh, we spent $24 in the Dollar General. I was like, yeah, because I had two $20 bills. So this is all that I have left over. So that sucks. So after filling up my tank, getting 2 meals of hygiene items, I'm broke again. And that's how it is every single time. That sandwich was so good last night. It's been a long time since I've had a chicken bacon Swiss. I ate half of it and ate the other half before. Like, when in bed, I woke up and ate the rest of it. All right, trash. Just getting all this trash together. All right. So grateful that my air is working. So grateful. So let's pack my gym bag so I can get in here and take a shower. This thing is raggedy as hell, but it's okay. I just bought it like a couple months back. I really like the pocket on the bottom. I can have shoes in there. And it also has a pocket on the inside that's also broken, and the pocket on the outside is broken, plus the zipper is broken. So it's just trash at this point, is my point. I'm going to put a little bit of this medication on my face. Thank God my chest is not breaking out. It's just my face. If you're prone to acne and you have a propensity to break out and you move into your car, it's going to happen a lot more. It's because of the elements, the humidity. So you got to stay on top of your skincare living like this. I like to do a layer in my trouble, like, oily spots. And then when I go to work and put my makeup on, my skin is nice and dried out and tight. So when I put my makeup on, it's not oily. And my skin stays pretty dry for most of the night because this benzoyl peroxide dried it out pretty well. If you have sensitive skin, do not put this on your face like I do. I have tough skin, like, obviously. I tan, so I love my skin. I love it. It's so soft. I have really, really soft skin. Like abnormally soft skin. Seriously. Alright. I get as close to my eyes as possible, but don't do what I do. Like I said, this shit'll break your face out. I mean, it'll burn it. It's benzoyl peroxide. This stuff works great though. It's for like a zit clear. It dries up your zits quick, honey. Not only does this stuff dry up your zits quick, but it also pulls out all of the impurities. Like I've noticed, oh my God, there's barbecue sauce on it. What the frick? That's probably spicy 3-pepper sauce because I was in here throwing it around last night. There's my bop I was looking for. This shit is a mess, y'all. Look at this. I just got trash everywhere. I hate it. Jesus. How many times do we clean this out? Like, I clean it almost every day and it's back dirty again and I don't have time or care today. It's literally one of those days where I need to find the energy to take a nap. Facebook is sketchy, y'all. I don't get on the Book of Face. I opened one and then I changed my mind real quick. Apparently, I'm getting all of these, like, notifications. This phone only works when Wi-Fi. I usually use this as to download all my apps, like for my banking, my Planet Fitness app, my app, my YouTube studio. All of the apps that I need is on this phone. So when I finally click on the Wi-Fi, all of this stuff starts coming in on it. But yeah, I started a Facebook last year sometime to, like, you know, try to, like, use several channels to gain followers on my YouTube. I also opened an Instagram. I haven't been back on either one of those accounts since I opened them, pretty much. I think I sold some stuff on my Facebook when I was moving out of my house. And I sold my tiny house. I posted the tiny house to buy on there. But other than that, I haven't been on there in probably 6 months. It's a whole different world. God, I was so big, y'all. Jeez Louise. Your girl, I was looking at me hiking through the woods the other day. Y'all, I had double D's. My boobs were huge. It is a miracle that my boobs still hang like they're supposed to, because I don't even know how it happened, honestly. Looking at some of these pictures, I'm just like, how? Because my boobs were like, Jesus Christ, look how fat my face was. Hold on. Oh my Lord. Look how fat my face was. I look like a whole different person. Ain't that crazy? I do look younger though, but I feel better now. I don't want to go back to that again. I'm looking for, like, I got so big I stopped taking pictures because I was depressed. This was really, oh no. I'd lost like 20 pounds there. I got really big there at the end. I wish I could see that video of me running through the woods and my boobs are like about to knock me out. Oh my God. Look how big I was. God, y'all, I have not looked at these since I lost the weight before. Somebody stole that necklace from me. I don't know who. I look like a whole different person. That was after I'd lost like 20 pounds. Obviously, I'm trying on workout gear. I started like trying to lose the weight. I mean, at least I was a pretty bigger girl. Hold on. God, my boobs, girl. What are you doing? At least I was pretty bigger. That makeup was too bright, homegirl. Jesus. Yeah, so I'd probably lost like 30 pounds there. But you still see my chest and my gut hanging over and like how fat my face was. I still had the double chin going on. And that was probably after I lost about 30 pounds. Like I said, I'm looking for some older ones from when I was bigger. Whew. This was one. Look how much money, though. The money I made at work that night. This was COVID days. This is real money, honey. Look how big I was, though. Can y'all see me? Yeah. I got really depressed, and yeah, I got on birth control. That really did it. God, I was making thousands. This was right when the clubs opened back up after COVID. When was this? August of 22. So the clubs had been shut down for about a year, and they'd opened back up. And I was club hopping and working. And I mean, look at the money that I was making right after the clubs opened back up. It's not like this anymore. It's not like this anymore. This is so fucking rare. You might have one, if you get lucky, you might have one night a month that you actually make $300. Most days you're going to work, you're making 40 to 100 bucks. It's a miracle that I freaking changed, like such a miracle. I was, my lifestyle was so bad. The money used to be so good. It's not anymore. This is not stripping anymore. Guys don't have it to spend like this. Picking up a huge pile, literally a pile the size of like a trash bag. I miss those days. That was July of 22. That's when I was working in construction and stripping. I was bringing in like $3,000 a week from both jobs. And it's crazy because I'd gotten really big and I was making more money. I'm telling you that the younger guys, they like bigger girls. They just do. And me personally, I want to live to see 50 or 60. I need to be able to take care of myself. So the motion for me was to get in shape. And I'm glad that I did that because it's been life-changing for me. This was 6 months after I got sober. As you can see, it had already started to get on me. And that was at Viva Chicken in Charlotte. I was living in Charlotte. I was working in construction and I was stripping on the side. And I was making a killing. And yeah, I immediately jumped into a relationship with this guy. And he had kids and it was just toxic. And I should have never gotten that relationship. But yeah, I used to be big. I need to like go through all of that and like compilation videos of like old pictures and stuff. I'm not a very, once again, vain person, and I don't really care about like technology stuff like that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I want to be able to pay somebody to do that for me, to help me, or at least teach me how to do it so I can do it myself, you know? Like, I hate that it's so complicated for me. Man in Detroit accused of torturing and imprisoning his wife in Detroit. Crazy. I've been hearing so many of those kidnapping stories lately. And y'all need to leave that ballerina farm woman alone, alright? She's minding her damn business, raising her youngins in a happy marriage. Y'all need to leave her alone. I mean, if you don't know who Ballerina Farms is, it is a female who was a ballerina growing up, and she comes from money. He comes from money, her husband. And they have this beautiful ranch out in the middle, I think of like Utah or Colorado, somewhere like that. Well, she got a lot of hell last year because, this past season, I'm sorry, because she joined the Miss USA pageant, okay? And she freaking literally had just had a baby. Literally had just had a baby, and everybody gave her hell for wanting to do this competition. Listen, if she looks good right after giving birth, whose business is it if she wants to join a fucking freaking competition? Like, people are so stupid, okay? But we know this. This is what we talk about. So, they literally came for her. The internet came for this woman because she participated in a Miss USA pageant 2 weeks postpartum. Good for her. You know what it is? It's jealousy. Jealousy. They said that she's setting unrealistic pregnancy standards and unrealistic beauty standards. Bitch, you're jealous. Stop being jealous. And don't eat enough to feed an elephant while you're pregnant, and you'll snap back too. So they're trying to say that she's in a cult. Now, these people, y'all, these people are wild. And when I say these people, I'm talking about the left. I am. You know, anything, any kind of traditionalism, any man and woman being together and being happy and married in holy matrimony, it's got to be a forced fucking marriage. She has to be in a cult. She couldn't possibly want to be a mother. People have lost their freaking mind. So that's what, you know, they're trying to say. They're looking at all of her content. They're trying to damn say that this woman is trapped in her marriage and that he's abusive and that. Unbelievably stupid. So my fan worked last night. So that's good news. Maybe it just didn't have a good charge. I'm glad that I gave it a second chance before tossing the trash. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with traditional family. Like, you know, the traditional family, there's nothing wrong with it at all. And matter of fact, we know that when children have mother and fathers in the home, that they're better off. Their chances of succeeding in life are better when they have a mother and a father in the home. And, you know, imagine the stress that would cause in your marriage and in your home to have the whole world hate you because you chose to get married and have kids and you're comfortable posting your life online. I have no doubt that she is very aware of how privileged and how precious, how much she's been blessed in life. She seems like a very smart, wonderful, beautiful, wonderful mother. And these people are coming for her because she is everything that they will never be. And that's their choice. But it's so fucked up to see what is happening in this country, to see the type of people that are being drugged through the mud over lies. I mean, it's blatant lies. This woman loves being a mother. It is very clear. If you watch any of Ballerina Farm's content, it is clear that she loves her family and that she puts her kids first. And women were saying, oh my God, you're 2 weeks postpartum. You should be at home with your baby. First of all, she brought her baby to the competition with her. So that baby's not wanting for anything. The mother is with the baby and the baby is with the mother. Like, you know, people are jealous. They're absolutely jealous. You know, and here's the thing. I would love to not like her too, but unfortunately, or fortunate for me, I have a conscience and a good heart, and I can see what is happening in this scenario. I see through the bullshit. People are trying to break her down because she is, once again, everything that they will never be. And it's screwed up that a beautiful, wonderful mother who is doing nothing more than succeeding and trying to raise a family, it's crazy that she gets kicked over and over and over by society and all of these people saying all of these horrible things. Like she's in a cult. It's crazy. It's straight crazy blasphemy lies. It's crazy how Brett and Rose's channel is very similar to Ballerina Farms in the sense that it's a traditional family channel. I find it interesting because we all know that the most hated thing in America right now is the traditional family. If you don't know, let me tell you. The left has a plan to completely dismantle traditional families. They've been succeeding for the past 4 years at doing so. Alright, let's grab some clothes. I'm going to plug this fan up, and this is dirty, so I'm going to stick it under the mattress. I know I need to put it in the thing, but honestly, I need it to cushion my butt when I'm sleeping. I am stuck. Hold on one second. I'm literally stuck. You see that vein coming out of my head? Trash. I want that other burger, too. I'm starving. Oh, Lord. This damn mat. Fingernail polish remover. Seat belts freaking from the seat. I have to put this somewhere. See, it... Shit, let's just shove it in the seat, bro. Yeah, let's just do that. Great, until I get my foot hooked on that shit one night and trip and damn knock my teeth out on something. Alright, let's take the mattress. We're gonna wrangle this motherfucker up like a bull. Wrap his ass up like you're Hulk Hogan. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess I'm just not gonna ever get to nap before work anymore. I need to work out, but I don't feel like it. I'm actually going to roll up into work looking like a ragamuffin. If I'm being perfectly honest. We're going for Adam Sandler's Little Sister 2.0. You know what killed me is some of these dudes be getting attitudes with me at work, and I really just be wanting to say, you think I want to be talking to you with that attitude? Like, flatter yourself, sir. Like, Jesus. I'll never understand going to somebody's place of work and being an asshole to them. It would make me feel like shit, but I have a conscience, so, you know. Of course I do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in this situation. Alright, I need a shirt. Alright, we're going to wear these black dance underwear tonight. I'm thinking that I just want to wear... Shit. I don't know, man. Why does this got to be so difficult? Why just be like a Sims and wake up with my clothes already on? Alright, I'm going... Son of a biscuit. Alright, we're going... Damn it, and I dropped my tooth. We're going... Champion sports bra. Fender t-shirt. Ball shorts that have underwear made into them. I don't know what brand they are, but I really like them. Alright. I need a towel. Oh, actually, I have those cutoff shorts. I'm probably going to wear those cutoffs. I need a towel. Clean towel, clean towel. Okay, damn bag. Oh, shit. Dirty Dance underwear from last night. Put the new ones in here. I'm also going to put... Damn it, I'm not. What else? I'm actually going to take these shoes because I haven't been taking enough clothes in, so I have room inside the bag. These shoes are kind of getting on my nerves swinging around this, and I'm going to end up busting a freaking window out because I am heavy-handed with everything. And I'll be getting in the car, slinging this shit into the passenger seat, and damn bust the passenger window out. Be my luck. It wouldn't be the first time. Alright. I don't want to wear that white cover up tonight. I'm going to wear black tonight. I'm just going to put all of this in the dirty clothes. I'm actually going to ball them up together to make more cushion under my bed. I only wore it for half a day at work. And when I'm on stage, I'm not wearing this, so I'm not getting sweaty in it. But I'm going to wash it again before I wear it at work. I'm thinking a black pencil skirt and a black top. You know, like that turtleneck top. But I also have a black lace skirt, too. I'm looking in my brookie bag, and I found lots of things. gizmos and gadgets. Even some old string. Let's see. Okie dokie pokey. Black skirt. There's the turtleneck. Turtleneck. It's like a crop top. Is that the black skirt? Nope. I thought it was, though. I guess I could take that. I mean, I don't know how I like it on the stage because it falls funny, but I'm going to grab it anyways. Listen, those girls don't... Oh, my favorite black skirt. Here, I'll have to show you guys in a second. Where is my other black skirt? I feel like I put it in the other box. I really love this black one. It's like a 90s pattern. It looks so 90s. It looks really cute, but I've never worn that at work. Okay. So I need the black pencil skirt. You know what? I don't, because I'm just going to wear... Listen. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm going to wear black. This is so hot, though. It literally had like a slit on the side right here, a slit. So when you walk, your whole leg, and I got great legs, my whole leg comes out, and you can see my perfect muscle. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do this black. It's like the abs are out in the front, but it's higher in the back. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's longer in the back, higher in the front, and it looks really good. It's like Steve Jobs without the sleeves. Okay. And I put the black underwear in there. There's my deodorant, so that's good. At least I know it's in my dance bag. Here, show you guys my dance bag. So I think I have... Oh, I'm sorry. I look so rough right now, too. I got y'all all the way up my freaking nostrils. Sorry, y'all. My bad. So I've got tuna pack, oatmeals, scissor, more oatmeal. You can never have enough oatmeal. Crappy deodorant that now it doesn't work. I'm actually going to throw that in my back seat to have for like just a season in the car. Just to go through it. Put it right here in my little medicine bag. I did put my shoes in the bag. My underwear. My outfit. Also have some hair stuff. Am I washing I need to wash my hair today, so I need to put this in my gym bag because I got to do my hair. All right, so that should be good. Oh, trail mix. Oh, a Pop-Tart. Okay, hold on one second. So I just got some snacks. I didn't even end up eating yesterday until we got food last night, which is so fucking stupid. I hate rushing, man. I never have enough time in the freaking day. I swear, I always have something to do. Living like this, too, it just increases the shit that you have to do on a daily basis. Your home life becomes car life, becomes 10 times busier. It really does. I mean, it's always something to do. Whew, okay. So I got my gym backpack. I got my dance backpack. I'm actually going to throw one of these Gatorades in my dance bag because I am dehydrated per usual. And you know, I'm going to carry this dress just to see. You know, it's broke though. I forgot. I need to sew it. Where's it at? Yeah, I had to put a safety pin in this one, I think. Yes. So I'm not going to take it in. I need to sew it. We can sew that up. I actually have black thorns. Black thread. Jesus, Brooke. Did I need something else? I think this was it. Stop touching your face, Brooke. Damn it. And I locked this back. So we're just going to shove this in a seat. Because I don't want to have to lift it back up. Because I'm lazy. This gets tiring, messing with all this stuff, having to lean up and lean down and over and up. Ugh. Where is the damn cord? Lord have mercy on my soul. Save me. Ugh. Right. Holy moly. Good googly moogly, that thing is juicy. Good googly moogly. I think this cord might be deficient. You know what I mean? I think it kicked the bucket. Oh, there it went. There it went. We got a red light. We got a red light. All right, I'm gonna let that charge. Good googly moogly, that thing is juicy. Good googly moogly. Love that song. You know which other one I heard the other night and I like? She a big booty. Oh God, what's that song by freaking Gucci Mane? Get a copyright violation for this anyway, so let me find it. So freaking funny. The video is hilarious. He's getting a massage. I can't remember the name of it. I thought it had Nicki Minaj in it too, but it might not. If you a big booty girl, y'all know what I mean. Booty. Big booty. That's what it is. Big booty. By Gucci Mane. Love that song. Love it. Y'all, this is why you don't give your children cell phones. Watch this shit. Just know that what they watching. 1000%. Hey. I just beat me. Yeah, I mean, it's porn. It's soft porn. Look at this girl, who's raw ass out in the air. Children watching this stuff, you know? So bad. And I grew up on rap. My mama, I've talked about this before, she raised me on NWA and stuff like that. You know, Eminem was a huge thing when I was coming up. The 2000s were insane. The late 1990s were insane. It was a whole different world, so much better. But I see how my mother exposing me to these different types of music led to me literally busting people's heads open in school. And music is a very powerful thing. And I definitely got caught in the culture, you know, leaving my parents' house and entering into like the real world. So I used to solely only listen to stuff like that, and I don't more. I actually listen to more heavy metal right now than anything, and country. I like crap. I really love country rap, but that's like Morgan Wallen and like Morgan Wallen, whatever his name is, and like Mercules and Dax. Oh, this girl's pissed at the McDonald's. She just drove off. She said they ain't taking their sweet time and I'm done. So I'm just cleaning up everything a little bit, reorganizing. I want to make sure that everything is good to go. I need to take a nap, man. I'm just not sleepy. I'm going to feel like shit at work. Damn, I'm going to feel like crap by freaking 10 o'clock. I'm going to be like so ready to go to... These hours be so hard, man. These damn third shift hours on me. And yesterday I got out of there super early. So tonight though, I'm supposed to be working till damn like 6 a.m. or something. Oh my God, I just ripped this. Oh my God. I heard it. Did you hear it? It said... I don't know where it ripped, but I heard it said... These things are easily rippable after like 2 or 3 washes. I will say that. For like the fact that they're like $25-$30 and they rip as easy as they do is kind of ridiculous. Maybe it didn't rip. It sounded like it ripped. I heard like, you know. I'm just gonna take it off so I don't mess it up. Alright, I want that burger. Let's eat the burger. I need the burger. In my belly, in my belly. Oh, is that ketchup? Yup. There's my lip gloss. Yes. I've been looking for this. I've been rolling on nubs because I didn't have none. Sweet. That Fenty one that we had is like Y'all, I need to throw that thing in the trash. I don't know why I hold on to shit like I do, but it's like literally nothing left in it. That was all I had yesterday. This shit's getting everywhere. It's flaking off my face. I do wish that I could set up in here. Like, I can, like, right here, but if I try to set up any back, it hits my head. Oh, look at that. I mean, obviously, when I'm back here, most of the time, I'm sleeping. During the day, I really get back here because of the police and stuff. Look at that makeup still coming out of my pores. I didn't do a great job of taking it off last night either, so that's probably why. Good googly moogly. Alright. I'm wondering if I want to go find somewhere to park and camp. Put my window up and get in the bed, because I still got like 5 hours before I have to be at work, you know? So I can go kind of kick it for a little while. Relax. I'm gonna eat this first. It already feels hard, like the bun. Let's see what we can find. I'm gonna put more ketchup on it. I can't believe how small those have gotten. I guess I just missed it before. Shrinkflation. They, like, many companies, even like Oreo cookies, they stopped putting as much filling in the middle of some of their cookies. I guess because the filling is the most expensive part of the cookie. They said, gotcha, bitch. There ain't no damn filling on them anymore. Customers complained, of course. But, shrinkflation is real. Alright. Come, Lord Jesus, be our guest, and with this faith, let us be blessed. Man, thank God. Y'all ever heard of the Prophet? I like his channel. I follow him. But, you know, he moved to Bali last year, and his content changed, and he's essentially sold out. Bacon cheeseburger. And the chili sauce, though, baby. A lot of it. The whole damn thing. This chili sauce is so good. If you've never had the hot chili seasoning, it's like clear. It's so good. Well, it's like a vinegar color. It was so hot last night. I ended up having to run the truck half the night. So expensive. Look at this lamp. I mean, damn straw's throwing up gang signs at me. Bet you want some? Raggedy shit. I don't like paper rolls, y'all. Is it really better? I thought we had already proven that they weren't better for the environment, but I might be crazy. Are paper straws better for the environment? That is hilarious. Some studies have found that paper straws may not be as economically or eco-friendly as they seem. Greenhouse gas emissions eliminates of the amount of estimates of the amount of greenhouse gases released during the life cycle of paper straws range from the same as plastic straws to a quarter emissions. However, one 2024 study found that incinerating paper straws produced a slightly higher carbon footprint than plastic straws. Some studies have found that paper straws can contain chemicals called PFASs, which are potentially harmful to people, wildlife, and the environment. Paper straws emit more greenhouse gases when they rot in the landfill compared to plastic straws. Wild. Lies from the tablecloth. Very interesting. The more you know. I can't wait till I have a rainbow. I'll be like, ooh, I like that better. And then the insert rainbow here. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
For answers and sharing the voice of a community that feels abandoned.
We may be poor and living here, but we're people too.
Neglected, discarded, now hopeless. That's how many residents at Twin City Mobile Home Community continue to feel.
Last year we went through hell with the water inside.
It's why James Lawson calls his home of a decade the Yellow Submarine.
Ian was the next one. Let it out to the top of the hood of that truck and killed my Durango. Danadelia?
Now homeless. That's how many residents at Twin City Mobile Home Community continue to feel.
Last year we went through hell with the water inside.
It's why James Lawson calls his home of a decade the Yellow Submarine.
Ian was the next one. Let it out to the top of the hood of that truck and killed my Durango. Danadelia, standing right there. Hey, man, the water was up to my chin, and I'm 6'1".
Year after year, we've shown you what people like Lawson and Aaron Roth are forced to deal with in the community. But finally, we were able to get some answers, not from Lakeshore Management, but county leaders. Back in May, Assistant County Administrator Tom Almonte told me they'd set up a meeting with residents, but they've yet to do so.
Pinellas County tells me Lakeshore Management has seized all communication with county officials, making it difficult for them to come onto the property and lay out a plan for residents here to help them. But over the phone, I told county officials that people living here are inviting them to come onto their property, into their homes, saying if they wanted to come here, they can and should.
County leaders sent me this statement Friday, which reads in part, quote, "The county closely monitored the park during the most recent tropical storm to ensure the safety of residents and evacuate if necessary. The county remains dedicated to supporting the residents of Twin City. We are actively exploring all available options, including potential relocation assistance, with the goal of initiating these efforts before the end
Sorry,
of the year."
Kristen, I would have gave you a bite.
People living there tell me they feel abandoned.
We're 100% neglected, if that's the appropriate word. It's, there they don't have to come here and sleep. They go home and, don't have to worry about leaving every time it rains. So it's, or their mother's not here, so it's not top priority.
While defeated, residents are pleading for anyone to hear them out.
Could you please help us get this drainage system working 210% better?
I feel bad for all of these news stories where I see people that have been living their residence for damn 20, 30 years. All of a sudden, since COVID, they got all these damn neighborhood issues. A lot of them are new people moving in, crazy people from up north, damn, coming down here, down in the south and causing problems. And then next thing you know, Billy Bob over here done damn shot Jimmy. And I keep seeing these crazy ass stories like this. And another one is the predatory ways of these apartments and homes. Like, they literally be out here robbing people nowadays. Rent, all of that. It's so messed up. I still got white stuff on my face. It's okay. Oh, shit. Oops. Sorry, I'm just trying to block some of these so we don't have to listen to this next time. Sorry about my comment section, y'all. As you can see, I haven't been, like, paying this no mind because, once again, it's the same children. I would love to go back to construction and house sitting. I've actually got probably about 75 to 100 different construction positions. They see me, and I guess since I'm a pretty girl, they don't even want to give me a shot. The reason that I worked in construction a few years back is because I actually knew the owner of a company and I asked for a job. That was a different situation, you know. I've applied to multiple carpentry companies for helper positions. I've also applied for stuff as HVAC assistants. Also oil, tire. I've applied to Meineke. I've applied to Jiffy Lube. I've done tire and oil stuff before, so I know how to do all of that. They don't want to give women, that's more of like a man's job, and they really don't want to give women a shot. And if you're pretty, they definitely usually say no. Yeah, because it's going to cause problems, you know. Yep. Thank you, Sharp Survival. You know, that's another thing. I can only reiterate myself so many times before I'm just not going to. If you care, I've literally said it 1,000 times. You can go find it. It's out there, baby. It's out there. And I would rather just block people. It just makes it so much easier so I don't have to deal with them again, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel Purdy. You might check out the home. I'm going to screenshot that, Daniel. The Wheels Alliance. I definitely will. I definitely will. I screenshotted it so I can remember what it is. I will give that a goo. Yeah, I do leave the car when I go to work, when I have to go into the gym. I actually don't feel safe leaving my car most of the time. Unfortunately, where I have to park is not the safest area. There's typically people around with weapons. You know, it's very clear that there are people struggling with mental health and substance abuse issues in the area. I've had people try to rob me. I had one guy try to kidnap me at a hotel. He pulled me in the fucking room by both my wrists for my fucking life. I had another guy chase me out of a gas station and try to rob me. They caught him and threw his ass in jail. You know, I've had a lot of scary scenarios go down, and it is very scary late at night by yourself. I just found out the other day that a lot of female van lifers, they don't even get out of the car when it's dark. They have a pee jug. Like, they are not going to use the bathroom anywhere. And I didn't even know that. And I also didn't know that rests are apparently very dangerous. Didn't know that. But when reading all of these stories, I was like, wow, duly noted, duly noted. And isn't it crazy? Because the last time we were at a rest stop earlier in the week, the cops were there. Remember? So I don't know what's going on with rest stops. I won't be staying overnight in one of them if I have a choice. If you try to go to a not so dangerous side of town, the cops show up and run you off. So you have no choice but to go to where the cops tell you to go. Thank you, Derek. Bradley. I have a cousin named Bradley. I'm sorry, a brother named Bradley. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. I wonder how these stickers work, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder. Look at that. It looks so bad. Makes me so mad. That's why I quit smoking cigarettes. Yeah, the cops will run you off no matter where you go, man. They're always going to be in your face harassing you, no matter if you're not doing anything wrong. And we, on this channel, we like to harass the cops back. Yeah, we do. We go and hunt them down. We damn wave at them when they think we're on that side of town buying drugs. We'll go and chase them down and wave at them and taunt them a little bit. I don't give a crap because I'm not doing nothing wrong. I will roll up in the middle of Wendy's by myself and walk up to a table full of cops and be like, what y'all doing? I don't give a fuck. What they gonna do? Take me to jail for being nice? Maybe. Probably. They did last time. Oh, Lord. Let's not forget I was fucking convicted of crimes that I did not commit. Oh, anything's possible. But if you're not doing anything wrong, you ain't worry about nothing. And for the most part, most of the cops that I have interactions with, they end up being okay. I'm not gonna say they cool, but they okay. But if you don't do nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And I hear gunshots all the time. Have y'all been seeing that trend go around where the people are like, I step out the car and I hear poof, poof, and they're dodging gunshots? I literally, that is me. When I get here and it's late at night and I hear gunshots, I immediately jump in the floor. I'm in the floor. Because I'm scared that bullets are going to come through. They can. They'll kill you. If it comes through here, I'm going to die. It's my worst fear. My worst fear, other than kidnapped. It's very scary being in these parking lots alone at night and stuff. It's also scary when it storms and you feel like you're damn... When I was, you know, I just drove into the eye of the storm. There's a hurricane, Debbie, off the coast. I mean, hit Florida, first of all. It flung up the side of the East Coast, and this storm has been pretty bad. There's been homes damaged, people killed, people died, okay? There's people dying in the world, Kim. People died. It ain't no joke. And I'm in the middle of that storm, and my truck, y'all, was a-rocking. The wind was a-blowing. The rain was a-raining. And I'm just laying here praying to Jesus. I'm like, Lord, if you're taking me now, please don't bash me up against nothing on my way out of here. Please don't. Please don't run me into a tree, Lord, or a house, or a parked car, Lord. Like, I'm not even joking. I was like, if this is how I'm gonna die, just please let it be painless. Lord. Yeah, it's been a pretty bad storm. So I'm glad that I made it through that, because it does get kind of scary. But I did get a new weapon the other day, and I also got several other weapons, so, like, I'm not afraid to use them. I'm going to use them first and ask questions later. Oh, sorry, you were asking me for money? I didn't know. Sorry, I live by myself. I was scared. My bad. I didn't know. Maybe don't roll up on people at 2 a.m. trying to open up the car door, sir. Like, people are brazen. I've had a guy, I was sitting at the McDonald's in Jacksonville over off of University. If you know, you know. It is a very, very, very dangerous area. And matter of fact, when I was living there, there was a Dollar General that was shot up by some crazy maniac with a freaking gun. He went in there with the intention of killing black people. And I shopped at that Dollar General almost every day. And I could have been there that day. It was wild, dude. Some guy just goes in there and starts killing all these people. It was fucked up. But yeah, that area is dangerous. Obviously, this happened during broad daylight, what I'm talking about. So anyways, I had a guy that walked up on me at McDonald's one night, and I'm looking right at him, like we're making eye contact. He's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and then, oh, wait, remember, welcome, Rufus. I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, and I said, this son of a bitch ain't gonna do what I think he's gonna do, is he? He did. He tried to open my door. I immediately threw him driving out of there, cussing. I was like, what are you doing? Are you trying to get shot? You're asking to get shot. And I peeled out of there. Oh, Lord, is that the cops? Usually it's the po-ho. Always messing with me. Thank you, Rufus. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. I have to work tonight. I need to be taking a nap, but, you know, I suffer from insomnia, number one, but also, I'm not used to working third shift anymore, so it's kind of hard getting the schedule back on track when I've got to go in here at like 8 o'clock at night and not get off till like 6 o'clock in the morning. That's a different schedule than working from 12 lunchtime to 6 p.m. It definitely takes a toll on you. I know that when I get to work, I'm going to be tired by 10 o'clock. I'm going to be ready to go. I'm going to be chugging Red Bulls or something. I'm definitely going to take my aminos. We'll take those aminos and maybe some Excedrin if my stomach can handle it. The Pepto-Bismol seems to be helping. I'm glad that I got it for a cheaper price because can y'all believe this stuff is $10 almost? They're just getting outrageous with all the prices. It's just so expensive. Like, I'm sure people that got silver spoons in their mouths don't care about the prices of everything, but the rest of us out here, the other 80%, we're barely surviving. If things get any more damn expensiver, we're not going to be able to survive. I mean, I'm so glad I got gas for $2.90 today, 94 cents, 93 cents. I bet all these people coming through this drive-thru are like, what the hell is this crazy girl doing? Look, this is my view. I'm using their Wi-Fi. My view. They're probably like, what is this crazy bat lady doing? Trying to get ready for work, honey, and I'm trying to get in the mood to either take a nap. You know what? Maybe if I hit the weed pen, I'm gonna call it something else for now, because what it is it's it's CBD. It's legal CBD. It's legal in the state of North Carolina up to a certain amount. So that's what this is. This guy at work last night had one, and I was really hoping he was gonna give me, because sometimes people give them to you at work as like a tip. You learn real quick in the dance world that there's multiple forms of currency. Cash App, cash. Hell, I've been given gift cards. I've been given all kinds of stuff. Hell, I used to have customers that would bring me bags of stuff and lunch to work and, you know, buy me all kinds of stuff. People just don't have it like that anymore. They don't. I haven't seen a customer buy a gift for a girl in years. Years. And back in the day when you would have a birthday in the club, oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. So if you were the birthday girl and you was a stripper, everybody knew you were the one that was making money that day. Big money. Big money. So, you know, it's different. I remember where I would make upwards of $1,000. Like, it's not like that anymore because people don't have it anymore. It's really sad. It's really sad for the upcoming girls, in my opinion, because they don't even realize that they're coming into a career that is ending quickly, very quickly. I mean, clubs are going out of business left and right. Another thing that I want to do with you guys one day when I got time and we got internet, I want to sit down and brew some of the clubs in my area and show you some of the clubs that I've worked at and some of the clubs that I don't work at and tell you why I'm not working at certain clubs. Most of the clubs that I am not working at, most of them are brothels. So they get you to have sex for money. And, you know, here's the thing. I wonder how long it was going on before COVID. Because certain clubs absolutely allowed girls to sleep with customers before COVID. I don't think it was as easy as it is now. But I want to know, you know, was I just so strung out that I was not paying attention to the fact of what these girls were doing in these establishments? Unless I caught them. I've caught several dancers dancing, doing sexual stuff. And then I was like, whoa, that's allowed here? They're allowing that here? My mind was blown. But I really wonder if, you know, when I was on drugs, if I just put my blinders up and didn't pay attention. And I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm wondering because it feels like it's only become an issue with prostitution in clubs since COVID. But that's not necessarily true because I had been to clubs and I caught girls doing stuff in clubs before COVID. But I know that it was a big issue in like the Miami area. The more south you get in Florida, the more they're willing to do for less. So it is what it is. And up north, they never really allowed that stuff. They would kick you out of the club if you were a girl that attempted to do that, or if you were a customer asking that. I think that I think that, let me see if I can find it. I'm dying, sorry. Squeeze me. That's why I don't smoke, because that stuff gets in my throat and I don't like it. I had to show y'all something. I think that this pretty much hold on. Celibate. Let's see if I can find it. I literally just watched it last night. Here it is.
The longer a woman remains celibate, the idea of someone touching her who doesn't meet her mental, spiritual, or physical needs makes her feel sick. It's because she values herself more and knows what she truly deserves. Being with the wrong person makes her feel uncomfortable because she knows these men don't deserve any access to her. And until a man provides the commitment and effort she desires, she will remain single, celibate, and enjoy her life.
I love this guy. Love this guy. Females, males, no matter who you are. His name is Chris G. Perry. First of all, he has a lot of great relationship advice for men and women. Everything he says has such valid points, and I really respect this guy. I've watched his channel blow up. I think I was probably one of his first subscribers a while back. Like, literally, he didn't even have nowhere near 100,000 subscribers. He's sitting at a little over 250,000 now, about to push 300,000. So I've been following him for a while. But when I heard that last night or this or whatever, I was just like, wow. I was like, yes, that's why I get so fucking sick when I go in these places having to deal with these men. What did I say? I see through them. And I don't mean that in a hurtful way, but I see what the motive is. I see you're here. I see what you want. And, you know, it's frustrating to have to deal with people on that level. Like, yeah. And you can't even talk to half of these people in these places about anything wholesome or good or not provocative. You know, there's no real, you know, thanks, Rufus. Arizona. We were just talking about Arizona this morning. That poor little girl passed away out there. Her daddy left her in the hot car. So sad. Y'all's heats are torture. But yeah, it makes perfect sense why I get like physically ill when I have to go into these places, and why I act out with drinking and why I act out the way that I do, because it's bad. Every time I go back in there, mentally I'm regressing. I'm taking steps backwards. I'm sinning, you know, and it sucks. Like, I saw another creator that said that they lost both of their parents. He said that he lost mother when he was 12, and then his dad passed away when he was 18. Bro, I feel so bad for him. So bad. Like, it's so hard when you do not have family. All of my family is dead. So, you know, I have brothers, but they have their own lives, and I'm not, I don't know. Like, I think that there's a lot of generational trauma that's happened in the family, and I don't think that my family has ever been the type of family that can sit down and have real conversations. My family is not the type of family that ever had any kind of intellectual anything. Lesson, talk, nothing. They taught us nothing. They taught us nothing because they were scared. Like, they didn't know what to do, so they just chose to do nothing. So that kind of sucks when you're raised like that, sheltered, isolated, and then you know, get out into the real world. It's very hard. I miss my family, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my mother. Yeah, I miss all of them. My grandfather, my great-grandfather. It's kind of sad. I don't think I ever told you guys this. When I was like 4 or 5, my biological dad was dating this woman named Donna, and she was a school teacher. But I really loved her. She was like a great stepmom, you know. But my dad's parents was Lonnie and Gloria. And Gloria is probably passed away now. I haven't seen her in forever. It kind of sucks that I didn't get to have a relationship with her like I should have been able to as a kid. Because there would be a no contact order when I was like 9 years old or so. I might have been like 8. Y'all with these numbers. So anyways, Gloria and Lonnie were married, and they had Johnny, my dad. Well, Lonnie was in wars, and he probably had PTSD. He definitely was an alcoholic. Drank, which is why my dad ended up becoming an alcoholic, because he was raised by an alcoholic. So it typically happens like that, especially they have a propensity to fall into it once they've been raised by it. So Lonnie, anyways, ended up shooting himself and killing himself when I was, like I said, 4 or 5. That was pretty traumatic, you know. My grandpa harmed himself like that, and I know that it messed my dad up too. I remember things getting worse after that, and it blows my mind. I can even remember that. Like, I remember the house. I remember where the house was. I remember what the unit looked like. I remember what it smelled like. I remember the texture of the sofa. I remember all of that. That's wild. Well, it's trauma. But yeah, it's wild trauma. But yeah, so he killed himself, and then my dad went to prison, and he's probably dead. I haven't seen him in 30 years, so he's probably dead. I would assume, you know, alcohol. The last time I heard, he was riding around town on a bicycle with a 6-pack of beer. So yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even think about him being dead until I was talking about my family being dead. I need to start praying to my pawpaw. I talk to my mama and mom and stuff a lot, so that's good. I wish I had a camper shell like this, you guys. Imagine, I'd probably suffocate back there with no air in this damn heat. But that would be a luxury one day. You know, I would do that, you know, if I could afford it, I would do that just to be able to have a generator, somewhere to cook, and probably a composting toilet, a Nature's Head. They're $1,000. They separate everything. I started looking into whether or not I can remove this seat to like build me a kitchenette right here. I still don't have an answer. Don't tell me that, like, okay, first of all, my biggest concern is that I pulled this seat out and then it sets off an airbag issue. This has a computer system in it. It is fancy schmancy, so I don't know what all this computer stuff does, but I do know that the airbag, that if I seat out the airbag, it could cause a problem, like a sensor or something. The car might not even start, type of thing. So you have to be careful when doing anything like that. Now, I took the back seat out myself. I literally did it by myself. I Googled it. I got the tools, because I have tools. Yeah, cat named dog. That's what I'm saying. Is nobody scared of damn gonorrhea herpes? Nobody is scared to get any kind of disease. Like, hookup cult's so common nowadays. It's literally the downfall of most relationships. Like, after you're hooking up with person after person, you ain't got no soul left, baby. You done gave your soul out to the fucking 1,000 fucking people you slept with. And, like, how are you not scared? Especially with an STD ringworm. Y'all, let's read about this. Let's talk about this STD ringworm. That's touch. You get it through touch. STD ringworm. I'm not going to be able to say that. Whatever. Recycling. Oh, alright. It says, is a rare. That don't mean you can't get sexually transmitted fungal infection that can cause ringworm. It's also known as blah 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 infection. Can cause painful inflammatory and persistent lesions that often appear in the groin area or around the mouth. The lesions can look like circular red patches of skin and can be itchy. TMVII has been increasingly diagnosed in Europe, especially in men who have sex with men. In June of 24, the first case of TMVII was reported in the United States in a man who had traveled to Europe and California and had sex with multiple partners. Nasty. The man was treated with a prolonged antifungal regimen that included oral medication. While TMVII is a public health concern, some say that there's no evidence that it's widespread. See, this is what I'm talking about, Google. Why is that necessary? You tell these sons of bitches to stop kissing on each other. They promote it. Google, man, Google is bought and paid for, okay, by the left. The shit that I be reading on here, the lies that I be reading on here, Google be full of it. Sorry. Full of it. I don't trust half of what it says. But, like, why are you trying to promote this shit? Like, tell people the truth. Stop touching on each other. Are you trying the damn ringworm? That's some scary shit. Yeah, I'm terrified. And then the fact that this is touch. However, they have only found this strain of ringworm in gay men thus far. But still, North Carolina, honey, let me tell you. Does North Carolina have a health advisor out for gonorrhea? Oh, it's syphilis and shit. Oh, shit. They must have one for all of them. Oh, snap. Yeah, so they have a, they have a health advisor warning out. Yes, HIV, syphilis, and chlamydia all on the rise. In North Carolina, this is where the state was ranked 48th with a 7.3% percentage of adults engaging in risky behaviors. The national average was 5.7%. Are getting it in North Carolina. North Carolina, unfortunately, has a history of having pretty high rates of not only HIV, but other sexually transmitted infections. The newest data isn't all new in terms of the trend that we've seen in our statewide data, and also in patients that I care for. Oh, sorry. We've definitely seen continued increases in a lot of our sexually transmitted infections in North Carolina. Yeah, I thought so. A lot of this sort of education starts in our schools, where kids are at the age when they are starting to explore sexually and learning safety and are at risk for high-risk sex behaviors. Yeah, but what do they teach them now? They teach them to be open and sexual and express themselves. Fucking stupid shit. How about we teach them abstinence? How about that? We just abstain from sex. Ain't that the word? Sometimes gonorrhea and chlamydia can even be symptomatic. So if patients don't know what to look for and aren't seeing a healthcare provider regularly and have recommended screenings, they may go undiagnosed and therefore continue to spread it and get other sexual partners infected. You absolutely have these diseases without any side effects. That's what they're saying. And I get tested usually about once a year. I just had another pap smear on this channel. We just went and did that. And remember, the lady at Planned Parenthood said that I shouldn't worry about getting a pap smear, that I only need to get one every 5 years, even though I already had precancerous cells 10 years ago. And not only that, my mother died from cervical cancer. So I have a family history of cancer, deaths, stage 4. And I also have a history of cancer myself. And then bitch at Planned Parenthood told me that I didn't need to be there. I said, well, I'm here now, bitch, so you gonna do it. Like, what is wrong with these? You know why? Guess why? Because I'm a Medicaid patient. Damn shame. So you just gonna let me die, bitch, because I don't got real insurance? I think it's dead. Shit. Oh. Yeah, ain't that crazy? She's like, yeah, you only need a pap smear like once every 5 years. And I'm like, not me, sweetie. One every year. And she's like, well, are you being sexually active? And I'm like, no, that's not why I'm here. I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes. I smoke vapes. Smoking increases your chances of cervical cancer. If you ask me if I mess with drugs, you will be blocked. Thank you. This dress I got from Goodwill. Or no, we got it from I can't work Uber or Lyft. It doesn't work like that. They won't hire me. Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, none of them will hire me. If you have anything about Free Palestine in your name, you're getting blocked. Hello, Brian. Hello. Trying to take up. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning because I have a natural clock. Since I got clean 4 years ago, I naturally wake up early to get the damn day done. In the wintertime, I wake up about 3:15. Between anywhere from 2 to 4 in the morning, I'll wake up, go get 2-3 hours of working out done, and then I'll start my day. You know, go grab coffee, get something to eat for breakfast, start vacuuming out my truck. I like to get up and get everything done before anybody else is in town. That way I got the road to myself. I got everything to myself. And I'm out getting it done, you know. I guess from where I did heroin for 15 years, I was asleep. You know, and then you wake up and you realize, oh, wow, not only am I behind in life, but I have all of this wonderful energy that God has blessed me with so that I can catch up in life. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that I'm motivated, and yeah, I'm grateful that I'm just not. I went through a depression era last year, and I don't ever want to get like that again. It was just a really sad time. Yeah, it was a sad time. But I also recently lost a bunch of weight, too, because of the fact, you know, when I first got clean, I gained a lot of weight because I got on birth control for no freaking reason. I gained like 80 pounds. Yeah, and then I realized that I was in a bad relationship. I was like, why did I get in a relationship after getting clean? That's the worst thing. When you first get clean, you have to focus on you. The last thing you need to be doing is getting in a relationship. You need to give yourself a year to 5 years before you start dating again. You need to figure out who you are. If you use drugs anywhere near as long as I did, you need to give yourself at least a year to 5 years. I would recommend on the 5 side. You need to give yourself that amount of time to heal at the very least before you start jumping into a relationship and dragging other people down with your trauma and bullshit. One of the hardest things to do is to control yourself. I mean, it's very hard to control yourself, especially mentally and emotionally when it comes to getting tied up with people. And there's lots of relationships that I could have jumped in the past 3 years. And I'm glad that I didn't. And I have no plans of doing that because honestly, I'm at, you know, the longer that I am single, the more I am seeing that the majority of people do not need to be dating. And to be able to recognize that will keep you single. It will keep you single. And I'm happy being alone, you know? I am happy being alone. I can do bad by myself. I ain't got to worry about nobody dragging me down, nobody getting me involved in no shit. I ain't got to worry about nothing like that. I don't have to worry about being emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually abused anymore. It's not even a question. I don't have any doubts in my mind, you know? And if you're in a relationship and you have any doubts, it's probably not a healthy relationship. You know, I've gotten to relationships where I was financially abused because my partner, you know, wouldn't let me work, or I had another person that was making me work all the time. And like, that's, no, you have to have your own life. And when you get clean, you need to figure out who you are before you start jumping into anything. A lot of people lose themselves in drug use, and not only that, a lot of people don't mature until after they get clean. If you started using drugs young like I was, you know, I was probably 18. So if you're that young, you stop developing. Your frontal cortex developing. You are not picking up the skills that you need to be picking up. You are missing out on life's lessons, you know, because you're high. You're high. You're high. Y'all high. Who was that? Who was that? Oh, Barbara from Teen Mom. Thank you, Christopher Johnson. Thank you. I do. It's actually a truck, but yes, we are car living over here. That was Kiefer and Janelle. Look, that's a whole nother thing going on right now. Janelle Evans apparently is getting a divorce. If you don't know who she is, she was Teen Mom. She got pregnant at 16. She's had one bad disaster boyfriend after one bad disaster boyfriend. Every single one of her relationships has been toxic, abusive. She's put her kids in danger. She's had her kids taken. Her kids have been given back. It's one of those situations where I want to hear what the kids have to say when they're grown, type of thing. I just want to know what their perspective on their upbringing was. I'm sure we'll know one day. But it's been a hot mess express, and apparently, you know, David Easton is his name, if I'm not mistaken. He killed their dog a few years ago. He shot this dog. He caught hell online. They crucified him over that he shot this dog. He said that he shot the dog in self-defense, essentially, because the dog nipped his daughter in the face. He said that the dog had nipped his daughter before, and so he handled the situation himself, and he just shot the dog in the head. It was kind of brutal. Talk about animal cruelty. Hello. I don't know. You wouldn't give that dog to the pound if it had an issue with your daughter. Like, I mean, I guess if it attacks somebody, you have to lay it down. But this wasn't that type of situation. So, he's been in and out of jail for domestic DVs like that. This is her ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband. It looks like they're going to have her back on the show this season. And it seems like we'll see what's going on with her. What was I saying about her? She's one of them that has been through relationship after relationship for sure, and toxic. But oh, you're high. Barbara, it's just like, fuck. What does she say, you guys? Hold on. What does she say? She said, hi, you're high, y'all high. Hold on, you gotta hear this. This is so epic. This is literally pop culture moment. So good. I miss that era, you guys. I miss the Jersey Shore Teen Mom days. Like, I wish I could just go back to high school and just stay home from school at my grandma's house and watch Jenny Jones and freaking Maury, you know? Like, well, Maury wasn't even really a thing. It was Jenny Jones and, I can't remember another one. Barbara from Teen Mom screaming, you're high, you're high. Disrespectful.
In front of my house. Don't you laugh at me in my house, you Mr. Disrespectful.
I'm not disrespecting you.
You think it's funny?
No, I'm not laughing.
You think it's funny? I don't think any. Hi. You're both high.
You're high. You're both high. Man, but gee. God, I don't agree with her parenting, man. She's damn raised Janelle to be a hellion. I mean, it's Barbara's fault why Janelle acts like that. You know, you let this girl do whatever the hell she wanted to. No wonder she knocked up at damn 16. She's out running the streets at 2 o'clock in the morning with a 20 man. Like, what did you think was going to happen, Barbara? I'm not blaming Barbara for Janelle's decisions. And, you know, I'm not judging Janelle because I'm right there with her. So it just sucks, and I'm glad if it's true that she's leaving David because he does not good for their family. And I hope that Janelle takes this time to heal. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. What movie was that where they said if you can keep a plan alive? Such a great movie. Y'all gotta see this. This is your assignment. Go watch. What movie was that? With Sandra Bullock, and she's in rehab. Sandra Bullock in rehab. 28 days? 28 days. Great movie. It was a 2000s movie. It's called 28 Days. If you've ever dealt with anybody that was an alcoholic, if you have anybody in your suffering from alcoholism, this is a great movie. 10 out of 10. Literally one of the best movies. If you just got clean, or if you're thinking about getting clean, watch the movie. It's got Sandra Bullock and a whole bunch of other A-list stars in it. It's a 10 out of 10. She goes to rehab. She's not doing well. She can't even admit that she has an alcohol problem, and it's a very interesting movie. But in that movie, the therapist or one of the counselors at rehab says that, you know, in order to jump into a relationship, you need to keep a plan alive for a year. If you can keep a plan alive for a year, then you can get an animal. If you can keep that animal alive for a year, then you... So... that wouldn't even work for me, like, at all. It would automatically die in here, plant or animal. Like, I want a dog so bad. I can't wait to have a dog one day. Like, I just want it so bad. I would love to have a companion, but with me working like you and like working these hours, like, I can't take a dog into a strip club. I mean, I'm sure there's some strip clubs that would let me, but that's not something I want to do, you know. I don't want to burden the business with my bullshit. 28 Days. Thank you, Brandy. Yes. Great movie. I have the views. And actually, I don't know what these are. These are new. Do you see this? It's a golden tobacco 5%. This is a new... It said that it's supposed to be stronger. The flavor's supposed to be stronger. I don't know. It was the only ones that they had. But I can usually get these pods for $2.50 a pod at Fees USA. The gas station at Walmart. Usually, not all of them, but usually, if I can find a Murphy's, I can get 8 pods for $40. And that is a steal. That's so much better for you than cigarettes. I'm so glad I quit smoking cigarettes. This is why, look. I burnt my freaking sealant. That pissed me off. And I quit smoking until 2 weeks ago. I bought a pack because I couldn't afford pods. And I smelt like it. I hate that. Once again, hello, Summit. I want to visit India Day. How do you say it? Kaylin? Hello, Kaylin. Oh, Tyson. I'm sorry. I don't read very well. Yes. Jeremy Squirmy. Squirmy. Yeah. Old school straight Marlboros and rolled joints. I can't stand vapes. No, I get it. I've dated guys that smoke cigarettes, and I tried to get them to switch. But they like to actually inhale. And I do miss that. I don't miss the smell of cigarettes, though. I don't miss the smell of it. It made everything stink. When I've got a pack in here now. Here, hold on. When I smoke one of these, my hands just smell so gnarly. Yeah, these are the new Views pods that I was just talking about. You see how different they are. They're darker. They're wrapped differently. And they're also colored differently. It just says... Golden Spark Tobacco. Golden Spark Tobacco. So I usually do the golden tobacco. No, you do not douche, honey. Don't put that stuff in you. Douches are not healthy. Don't think that they are. They actually get your good bacteria. If you're a female and you're douching and you're having a problem with TV or anything like that, it's because of the douche. Those things are horrible. What you actually do is all of your good bacteria, you wash it away with that douche, and that douche actually introduces bad bacteria into the area now and washed away the good bacteria, and now you smelling funny. Don't be using them douches. They're horrible for y'all. And also, I'm not going to gatekeep anything. Wisp, hello Wisp, or no, what is it? Wisp.com. Let me find it. You can order any kind of female medication you need, lady parts, from this website. It's amazing. I needed it one time in Charlotte. I got BV from laundry detergent. Hold on. Wisp.com. No, not Wish. Wisp, dumbass. Oh, it is Hello Wisp. It is. It's Wisp. So if you get a UTI, if you get a yeast infection, bacteria vaginosis, hell, they might do, I don't know, we can see, they might do damn STD stuff and too. I don't know. I needed it. Oh, I don't want to put my email in. Please, can I not? And say that we did. Thank you. So it's called Hello Wisp. This is a great website for women, women's health. You do not have to go to a doctor anymore. And so it looks like they have urinary tract infections, bacterial vaginosis, yeast infections, vagina dryness, all of that. You can get medication mailed to your house. It even looks like they have medicine for cold sores or herpes if you have an issue with that. It says that they have birth control, wellness essentials, prevention. They've got a lot of stuff, you guys. STD, yes, they do. They have medicines for STDs, STIs. And here's the thing. Like I said, when I needed it, I had BV. And it was only the second time in my life I've ever had that. But immediately, I knew immediately what it was. And so fill out their survey online. You have to set up an account and you can view your prescriptions. You can see where it's going in the mail. It's really great. Sponsor me, Wisp. So freaking, you fill out a survey, and through that survey, the doctor confirms or says, no, that's probably not what you have. Like, I told him, I said, I know what it is. I said, this is exactly what it is. I described the symptoms, and she was like, yeah, that's it. She said, if you've had it before, she said, I'm going to trust that you know your body better than I do. Love that. Yes. That is the kind of health care we want. Thank you. She said, so I'll send it. She says, but if it doesn't work, then just call us back and we'll get this thing figured out. Okay. So, it was worth it. I think it was like $75, $79. Now that was right after COVID. We're talking 21. So things were probably a lot cheaper then. I don't know how much this stuff is now. Let's just click on one and see if it has like starting at $15. See, this is what I'm saying. And this is even cheaper than going to... This is cheaper than going to the doctor if you had to go to urgent care or something. So they have quizzes that'll help guide you through what you might have, kind of differentiate, y'all know what I mean, between things. I think it's a great website. I've used it once, and I'm grateful that I know that I have that. Like, I don't know where I would get something mailed to, but I could probably, like, figure something out if I ever needed it. Yogurt, though, if you eat yogurt every day, you don't have to worry about that. Yogurt will keep your women healthy. It'll keep it healthy. Yogurt, just eating yogurt every single day, the bacteria in yogurt is good for your woman parts. But I'm gonna run, you guys. I'm getting tired now that, like, I need to be getting up to go to work. I don't understand my body at all. I think it's, like, stress. Now I'm getting stressed about work. I don't want to go. It's gonna be, though. It's gonna be alright. It'll be fine. I'm trying the new club tonight. I'm gonna go take and get ready for work after I try to take a nap. But I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I don't feel so lonely on a Saturday. So lonely on a Saturday. I dance, Zoe. I hate it. I want to quit for forever. DoorDash. I wish I could DoorDash. They won't let me. They said that I'm a violent offender. They said I'm crazy. They said I'm a risk to society. I might kill somebody with the DoorDash order. So they said that I can't. Seriously. It was 20 years ago. Like, give it up, man. How many years you gonna hold it against me? And once again, what if I wasn't white? Imagine how bad it would be then. I'd never work again. I mean, it looks like I'm never gonna be able to find another 9 to 5 because I've put in application after application and gotten nowhere. Y'all, this cute dog. Look at this. Can I pet that dog? Let me pet that dog. Can I pet that dog? Oh my God. Can I pet that dog? Y'all ever seen that video? The little girl, can I pet that dog? And it's a bear. It's a bear. It's not a dog, y'all. Oh God. I gotta go, y'all. I love you guys. Pray for me because I'm praying for you guys. I hope y'all have a hydrated, happy afternoon.